Oh, you had kind of sound.
Jeez, we're good there. Oh, not now.
Yeah, not now. Weird. All right, welcome everybody to our pre-game chit chat. I'm Megan, and Steve is having some technical difficulties, and we have a Jason this early. I
Hmm.
think tonight we are just real life reasons. But how's your week been, Jason?
Uh, Not too bad. Not too bad.
It's
It's
doing that.
raining here, which is good.
Yeah.
Just kind of little
Mm,
sprinkly stuff.
Yeah. We're still in the below freezing spot here, so
Yeah, I don't do the below freezing. There's the reason I live in California.
yeah. Uh, it is what it is.
Yep.
that's that's really dumb. Okay, no, it says I'm here. It
I
shows.
I can hear you kind of now.
Okay, so now it's working.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Ash.
I broke all the things. I'm unbreaking them.
Yeah.
No, keep breaking them. Keep breaking them, Steve.
I'll break them
Let's
again.
see.
How's your week, Ash?
Well, the cat had to go to the vet, so that was
That's
a little
what Mike said.
He
What?
he was okay. So he was laying next to me, and he's like breathing with his mouth open, and it's just like he can't breathe out of his nose. And I know that when you get
Mhm.
that sick, but he can't blow his nose, and
Right.
so it was just like, and he kept freaking me out, going, "Oh, that's really bad," and it's like, stop saying that. You
I mean,
know,
it isn't good
it
when cats
is.
have to breathe for their mouth,
No,
but
I'm just saying, like, the way he was saying it, it was like he's just gonna be dead tomorrow morning, you
oh,
know?
he's got kitty trauma. He's
We
got
had
kitty
had a
trauma from losing Tara.
I mean, Tara was, you know,
An evil bitch, but we loved her.
mhm,
we had
mhm.
had a cat when I was younger that had came off of a farm. It had been the rut of the litter, and it had a perpetual cold.
That's kind of what he has.
And it had decided I was its bed. Usually right on the chest, right on the top of the chest, right at the neck.
That's where he does. He's right
Yeah,
across
well,
the.
sneezes in the middle of the night were never fun.
Oh, no.
Gross. Yeah,
No.
no. No, thank you.
Yeah, that plus the cat was also taken
God, this
early,
guy's
so it's
heavy.
still needed.
Mm.
Literally, Steve, you could hear you go, ugh, while you tried to heft him.
He's hefty.
He's 25 pounds.
Ugh.
Not a catto. Oh. So
Okay, there
the
we go.
first week in like how many weeks I didn't get the El Portal job on Wednesday?
Couple weeks, yeah.
I mean, I
I'll
did
get
it
used to
yesterday.
it.
Right?
I did do the El Portal job yesterday, but I don't have it. Didn't have it today, and I don't have it tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice. That means you're going to have it Friday before Star Trek.
Yeah, I'll have it Friday, and I'll be like burned out for Star Trek.
Yeah.
Okay,
At least with
that's
Star
good.
Trek, you don't have to GM.
That is correct.
Oh, I saw a tail.
Yeah, he's like move the blanket. Come on, 1 second. Okay.
I introduced Simon to Fuzzy this afternoon when I got home, and Fuzzy was not amused. And Simon basically snubbed her in order to cuddle more, so it was pretty funny.
There you go. He's comfy now.
He
Gotta
just
reaffirm.
decided to cost us his weight in silver.
At least it was just silver and not like sticks of RAM.
True. He well, how many gigs of RAM did he just cost me?
Did you take him to Abby?
Yeah, I was able to get an appointment. Now that it's a returning customer, you can get in pretty quick.
Yes. Yeah, it's just that first visit can sometimes be a little iffy.
Yeah, so we got in there, and the first part was pretty quick. But then they did radiology, and then they said they needed to get one more because apparently one of the images didn't come out clear enough. And in the time between that first attempt and the second one, there was a big husky that was actually in there when I showed up, and he was having some big issues. I overheard them talking outside, and they had to tranquilize him to get him in the radiology. So he took like 40 minutes of the line for himself.
Wow. Little
So
drama
I was there
queen.
about 3 hours.
Huskies, drama queens.
But they said everything's like all his blood work and all that they can do in house. Everything came out fine. It's just oh, these numbers are low, but he's had an infection for 2 to 3 months, so we expect them to be low. It's not like unusual. But they are doing a couple things they have to send out, and we'll find out in like 3 to 5 days. But for now, we just have a different antibiotic that'll also help with like mild anemia symptoms.
Oh, that's good. You could also give him some like red meat if he's anemic.
He's not wanting to eat solids too much.
Oh,
He'll
okay.
eat dry food, but he's really bad about wet food.
Hmm.
He is too picky.
All of
Yeah.
our cats don't care. Just wet. That's all they care.
Yeah, he likes wet food
No.
if it's in the form of a paste or a slurry.
Bones will only eat the wet food if I put it in her bowl on top of the dry food.
I thought that was the
Or the squeezy.
squeezies.
Yeah, she does not like those at all.
That's what we're giving Emmerich because that's what he will just slurp right up.
I buy the squeezies and the wet food in like giant packs, so I don't have to buy them.
We did just get a
often.
new wet food because we found neither of them actually like Friskies, like any version of the Friskies wet food.
Big chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Too big of a
Even
chunk.
the pate like Friskies, they don't like it as much as like because we've been giving them the fancy fees because those are much more manageable containers versus the giant thing of
Yes.
Friskies.
Yeah.
But they have Fancy Feast gems where it's the fanciest of feasts. it's this little like trapezoid cube shape with like a little like they call it a mousse on top when it's just the gravy stuff, but it's like it's the funniest thing. But the nice thing is they come in they're always a 2-pack and it's like one serving perfectly.
Yes. I accidentally bought the cans instead of my normal crack packs I get that are a serving each. And I hate the cans. So I can't wait till they're
just because
gone.
the cats know the sound of them too quickly.
I mean, could be like our cats. They know many, many, many sounds, and then there's a bunch of other sounds that they confuse with the sounds that they know.
That's because somebody taught them milk and spam and all the bad things. Ice cream.
They like milk and spam.
Oh, look at the little paw sticking up.
Oh, that's his ears. Oh,
That's
what are you talking about?
oh, that is his ear. Okay.
He's
Ear,
got it.
paw, same thing.
He's laying against my arm.
He's missed
Cutie
out on a
pie.
lot of nap time today. Literally first thing in the morning after getting him out of bed, shove him in the carrier.
Which is
We're
why
off.
he was laughing at the was it the scan that showed he was full of shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had the X-rays, and it's like and they're explaining it's like I know what a chest X-ray looks like. That looks way better than my lungs. But his heart's totally good. His lungs are good. There's like little tiny bits of inflammation, but yeah, he's been congested for 2 months. There's gonna be tiny bits of inflammation, but nothing severe at all. But then you get the intestines just full of shit.
Poor baby.
I'm like, that's not a like you would know if there's a problem, like he's backed up or he's not
Yeah.
moving, and like that's totally fine. They said his upper digestion spine. It's like, yeah, he didn't get breakfast this morning. He came straight here.
Yeah.
His brother was very upset he didn't get breakfast this morning. I waited until like noonish. He's
Oh,
like, really?
that's evil.
That's
He
poor
just-
cat's starved into a skeletons.
That cat.
He can go without a couple meals. Cloud wants to be Leroy. He has
Leroy, can you
aspirational
go without
goals.
meals? No. Leroy says
Cat
no.
without
No.
meals? Oh no.
Okay, ask him.
I think we should have renamed Leroy Garfield because damn.
I mean, we can see if he likes lasagna.
I'm not feeding the cat lasagna.
Cat lasagna.
Leroy, do you like Mondays?
Just
Nobody
sprinkle
likes
little
Mondays.
catnip on top of it instead of parsley. And
Right?
Let's see, what are you doing? I've been playing through Farmer Was Replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Been doing good, except my code for growing cactus and sunflowers when I changed my map size completely broke, and I don't know why, because it doesn't actually use the whole map. I define a start point and a size, and it builds that, and it works
Mhm.
like every size. But for some reason now it's like, no, you can't do this.
See, I haven't played it much. I think when I played it, they had a demo out, and I played a bit of that. And I know I bought it, but I haven't gone back to it. It's been a
So it's got the
busy
official
week.
release now, and they changed a few things. So like I said, my sunflowers are broke. I got to figure out why. And then my cactus is broke. I got to figure out why. It's the same command that's breaking it. So I know something on that's being used wrong. It's supposed to be measuring the plant beneath it. And for some reason, instead of getting the integer from the plant beneath it, it gets me like an array. And I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that, but it does. So, yeah. So it's supposed to grow the sunflowers, calculate how many it's grown, and then harvest them in order of most petals to least petals, and then do it again. And as soon as it gets to the petal checking point, as soon as it reaches because it goes through and it checks each one to see how many petals it has. If it comes back to an empty spot, it should go to none. It should read as none. But instead, it pulls an array and crashes. And my cactus does the same thing when it's trying to flip cactuses around. But both codes worked before.
Speaking of games, we sadly didn't get to really Monster Hunter this weekend. We were very busy. Like, ridiculously busy.
Yeah.
But we pre-ordered Monster Hunter Stories 3 for both of us.
Yes. I've also played a lot of the demo.
I need to play the demo. I just have not gotten the itch yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll play this weekend. Although we have a lot of shit going on this weekend.
Yeah, I'm really, really amazed some of the monsters that they put just in Stories 3 in general that we already know about, as well as are in the demo.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Nico will kill.
Nico will kill.
Too bad. Flying in.
Without spoilers, my current main monster, obviously not counting Rathalos, because you always have a Rathalos, hasn't been in the game since Generations Ultimate, and has never been in any game other than Generations Ultimate. Oof.
Oh, kitty.
He hasn't gotten much attention from me today. I was gone so long.
He was like, I guess I could hang out next to you. 'Cause I have a little cat tree next to me, and he's like, in it after he left. All day he's like, I guess I could just sit near you.
You let Grandpa pet him.
Yeah.
I love that Dad always wants to mess with Fuzzy when he's here, and every time she scratches the shit out of him.
He ends up bleeding every damn time. It's so funny.
But he messes with her until she's mad.
But she likes him, and she wants to play with him, and then she wants to murder because she's murder.
We put our little so this weekend we got a new bed frame. It's like a foot shorter than our old one, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's very short. But we put the pillow throne back on the end of the bed, and Fuzzy and Fidget keep fighting over it.
We don't fight over us just yet.
Oh, or is I getting kisses from you or the cat?
Both. I told you she's murder.
Yeah, the house right now is a little messy because we had to clean out under the bed. And now this bed isn't tall enough to store stuff under that we had under there. So, like, our ginormous Rubbermaid full of cables and crap. I don't know. We're going to have to put it in the shed, I guess, for right now. Maybe label it house cables instead of shed cables. I don't know.
It's the only one of the cables I have right now.
No, I thought we had a box.
Nope, I got rid of it.
We went from like 5 boxes of cables to 1. That's amazing.
Yes, I got rid of any. I had a whole bunch of cables I was keeping not because they were useful, but because like, oh, this is a 9 insulator cable. It's actually really good for like wiring projects and things. So I was keeping a whole bunch of cables. Like, yeah, both ends. There's nothing they're going to plug into ever again. It's just so I can cut them off and use the actual cable for something. And I realized I don't care about that. If I need like some specific stranded cable for a project, I'll just buy one. They're cheap.
At one point in time, we had a box of cables that I had before we got married.
I still have some weird ass cables, but not like I did.
Yeah, I need to go through the various cable boxes again at some point, because every time I go through, it's like, I don't even know what this goes to. I don't think I have what this goes to anymore.
Yeah, I like when you get back to like one of the mid 90s era cables where everything had its own proprietary connector and you're like, what the hell was this even to?
I got some of those. Yeah. I got like totes back here, you know.
There's a reason for old consoles. One of like the main mods people do is just to update like ports and cables. Yeah, I have an original Nintendo, except it's modded. Oh, what's it got? More memory? More something? More? No, I put an HDMI port on the back.
Worth it.
There's actually one for the original Nintendo. The ours, not the Famicom, that uses one of the little like cross underneath things that never got used by Nintendo, and it actually adds in like USB ports, Bluetooth, HDMI, and it's like, wow, you guys did really good using the space that was already there that they just never used.
Is there something I can put over my mic cover to keep the cat hair off? Because, jeez.
Yes, you can actually put a plastic bag over it and then only take the bag off when you're not using it. Or you can get one of the Crown Royal dice bags, because Crown Royal is a great company. They make amazing dice bags, and they give you a free bottle of whiskey with every purchase. So we got a lot of those, and you can put one of those over it.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll do that, because I've got cat fluff all over my mic.
I actually just got there's a different Crown Royal right now, marquee, and it's Crown Royal that came out of like rum casks. It's really good, and the bag for that is just like the regular Crown Royal purple but darker. I need to restock my whiskey. I'm out. Other than my Crown, I just gotten some flavors. I need some more of my sipping whiskey, especially since I've got my whiskey globe is empty, and now I've got a whiskey decanter that's empty.
I bought him a Crown Royal whiskey decanter.
It looks like that. It's pretty. I mean, this box is empty. I could just throw it, but you know, that's what it looks like. Oh, so yeah, so Monster Hunter's 3 Stories demo, really good. The limitations for the demo are basically, you get to do like the first like main story. When you get to the end, it plays like a little trailer and then it resets. You can't level either you or your monsties past level 10. And you can't do the Rite of Channeling, because you know Rite of Channeling is in every Monster Hunter Stories game. So you can't actually like superpower any of your monsties. You can, however, fight an Elder Dragon.
Ooh.
in the demo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it an Elder Dragon no one cares about?
Cover your ears if you're afraid of spoilers. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. It's Namiel.
Eh.
Really pretty. Really pretty, and you cannot possibly win the fight. Like, it's mathematically impossible for you to actually win the fight. The very first turn before you can act, she immediately hits the entire party with a one-shot move. So it drops you to 1 heart immediately. But when you fail, and there's a Kel.
Kel.
When you fail and go back to where you fight her, there's 1 material on the ground, so you can actually make her armor set if you want.
See, I assumed you were
just-
going to say Kieran. Because for
Oh.
some reason that counts as an Elder Dragon.
Oh. I mean, there's a lot of the Elder Dragons that are definitely not dragons, but Kieran is just, oh, cool, this is a scaly horse. And we hate him.
I mean, when you really think about dragons, aren't they all just scaly horses?
No. And we hate Kieran.
Especially HR 49 Kieran.
Oh, if they were for HR, yeah, I don't like them.
So, Kel, in the Monster Hunter we've been getting you through, it used to lock your hunter rank. Well, it still locks your hunter rank at certain points, so you can't go any higher than. And one of those points it locked you at was HR 49. So when you hit 49, you couldn't level up anymore until you fought a tempered Kieran. So you had to fight like the Elder Dragon stupid shit horse Kieran, but super powered. There was no armor set in the game that would keep it from one-shotting you with some of the attacks that you don't get time to dodge, or that don't have like there's a little indicator on the ground for where it's going to hit, but if you're mid-air, like above him on a platform or something, and it's on the ground below, you can't see it, so you would just get taken out of the air just suddenly.
Or you're using a slow weapon and it doesn't matter because you can't get out of the way as soon as you started your swing. Very fun with
Yeah.
great swords, especially when you're trying to hit him in his stupid horn and just lifts his head up at the last second.
Yeah, it's. I have not
That
liked
sounds like a
Kieran
headache.
in any of the games he's been in, but HR 49 that quest was just so bad.
Well, it sounds like I'm not looking forward to that. So
So the bonus we get now is it no longer does the 49 lock, so you can go past it. And when you do unlock it, master rank is a thing now, so you can have gear that's 1 level higher than that now.
And trivialize.
So it's like, oh, cool, he hit me with a lightning bolt. That almost hurt. So you can completely trivialize that fight.
He also got a lot easier with the clutch claw.
Yeah, clutch claw made him a lot. Being able to
Made
slam
it easier to
into
actually
the wall
hit
a
him
lot.
when he likes to rear around and duck out of the way.
Yeah, you're like, hey, loser, get on the ground. I just did the Shrieking Legiona quest. I'm playing Gunlance, which is another slow weapon. I don't have earplugs, and you fight a Legiona and a Shrieking Legiona at the same time. That was painful. That was very painful.
Cloud is so happy I'm actually home right now. I keep leaving him.
He says you're not allowed to leave.
I have to hang out with Mom when you do that.
She's mean to me. She doesn't feed me
I mean,
food
I was
until noon.
Oh, I
barely
gave
home
him food.
yesterday.
Well, it could be like I always call Megan the emergency backup human.
Yeah. My poor baby.
Which is just so annoying because they used to be my babies. Fidget is my itty bitty witty titty kitty, but now I'm the emergency backup human.
Oh, where'd she go?
I kind of feel similar vibes whenever my sister sends me a video of Murphy, the dog. It's he's her dog now.
Yeah,
Sad, but he's living a better life than I gave him.
he's
so.
living his best life.
But it's still right. No, so it's like 99% of me is like, that's good, I'm glad, and then 1% of me is like, no, but he's mine. No.
Right. At least you get to see him.
Well, I mean through video.
Kind of.
It's
Well,
kind of sort of when my sister remembers every now and then. But better than never.
I should message my sister. And
He's
make sure she got
He's adapted well to Washington State apparently.
Make sure she received the Dungeons and Dragons books I sent to her via my dad.
you should, because I just told her they were there. But
My little sister is drawing a D&D coloring book, but she knows nothing about D&D. So she asked me for a few monsters out of the monster manual. So I sent her like 50 pictures with no context.
Yeah,
I also
it's
love
awesome.
how you call her your little sister when she's just 2 years younger than us.
Yeah, that's my little sister.
I know. Just the way the inflection you used.
Just how like I will always make fun of you for being older. It doesn't matter.
Got a point.
Shut up.
My little brother's only 2 years younger than me. He's my little brother. He's also a foot taller than me, but he's still my little brother.
I mean,
My little sister's only 2 minutes younger than me.
Steve's only got 4 inches on Colleen. 5 inches.
No, like an inch and a
I'm
half.
not. I'm not.
I thought she was 5'11".
She might be. She might be. If she's 5'11", I got 3 inches on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she's 5'11".
You think she's 6 foot?
I don't think she's that. I think she's 5'10".
She might be 5'10".
Oh, she might be 5'10".
She's tall.
It's been a long time since I've seen her, but she wasn't actually taller than me last time I saw her.
Does she feel like
And
she
I'm
might
not
be
6
about
foot,
2
so-
inches shorter than I am?
Well, we laugh because all of Steve and his family are tall, and then Colleen's husband and myself are the short people in the family.
We had to get some
I'm just looking
people to
and get my
underneath
height
and get
from my
things up
mom's
on
side.
shelves and floors.
Your mom was short.
I
My
I keep
sister
getting
is
taller.
Your
shorter.
sister is. I always forget how.
My grandma is even shorter than
I always
both.
forget how
She's so
tiny
little.
your sister is until I see her in person.
When we looked at the house over the weekend, they didn't realize she was my older sister. It's like,
Well,
great.
and she's quite a bit older than you, right? Like,
11 years older, yeah.
yeah.
Because she
Totally.
just
Oh.
she's gonna be 51 this year, so 11 and a half years.
Steve, did you want any oranges or no?
We have some. I might need more. It just depends on how.
If you get them,
They're a little more sour this year.
if they're, you said they were more sour, which will actually probably make really good marmalade. So
if you get them, we'll take them.
That's what I was thinking. We
We
got them.
already have them.
We got them last
I'll
weekend.
definitely make some more marmalade because I do like marmalade. That said, guys, it
Okay,
is
it's
6
Friday.
o'clock. Hey guys, for Cozy Cat Games here. For anybody who stuck around for the whole pre-game, there's not even a game tonight. We're just doing a wrap-up session. Thank you very much. I am Steve. I'm your game master. If you see Zerlon in the chat, that's also me. If you see Zerlon and For Cozy Cat Games arguing, that's just me being a goober and arguing myself. I do things like that.
I argue with you too.
Yes. We don't count that though. We are joined with our players here. We have finished the first quest of... Oh, I got books in my way of my books. Tales of the Red Hope Reborn.
Wow.
So we're going to do a...
He got zeroed by some netrunner.
Are we building the bar?
Who knows? So we're going to do a... tonight we're going to do a wrap-up. Kind of run through... We had a pretty rough start on our first session. We did a kind of a reboot, and we went 2 sessions to finish the first little quest thing. So we're going to do kind of a wrap up, how everybody feels about the game, the system, the characters, all of that. Which one of our people in chat is the best is definitely something we're going to have to figure out. And then we're probably going to discuss maybe switching our Sunday and Wednesday streams, because this stream definitely did better on the weekend. So we'll see. But first, let's go ahead and introduce our players. We started with Mike and went clockwise last time, so let's start with Jason and go counterclockwise. No question this time. Just introduce you, your character.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing a character by the name of Steeler, a tech. Not much else to say, really.
Your volume seems a little quiet.
We'll check,
Right.
but I'll bring my mic a little closer.
Oh, I've got your guys' individual. That's the reason we suffer with Video Ninja is I have individual volume sliders for all of you, so I can adjust things on the fly. It makes it so much nicer than using Discord.
Some of us are louder than others.
Yes, Ash. Some of you are loud.
I meant me
Kel,
too.
you're next.
Not just.
Hey, I'm Kel. I'm playing Pharaoh, the medtech. Still trying to kind of figure out who he is as a character. I'm getting a better idea of who he is, but wasn't a lot of opportunities to stop bleeding last time, so you know, more people could get hurt. You know, it'd be
You could have
nice.
tried to save the people crushed to death on the stage. I mean, the book straight up says there's nothing you could possibly have done, but I mean, you could have tried anyways.
Yeah, but I feel like Pharaoh's got a little bit of triage knowledge and can go, yeah, not a good use of resources.
Yeah, when the body's here and the head's there, there's no doing.
We didn't want him
tough.
anywhere near the stage. He
Just-
couldn't even figure out how to turn off the power.
Yeah, you couldn't even figure out how to turn off the power.
Again,
Red button.
I weakened it all for you. That's all I did all session about was weaken things for everyone. It's just, I loosened and weakened, prepped everything. That's my story.
All right, Megan, you're up.
Let me unmute myself because, yeah. Good job, babe. I am Megan. I'm the other half of Cozy Cat Games, and I am playing Lady Fenrir. I am a solo, and yeah, I had a good time last week. So
I did.
I did have
too.
fun. Forgot to mention that
Ash.
part.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Ash playing Ash 9, a fixer, and so far it's just trying to figure out where my character fits in. All this, just trying to do what I see in front of me right now. Not too far in yet.
And last but not least, we have Mike.
I'm Mike. I'm playing Kai, the netrunner. Haven't gotten to do any netrunnery things yet, but that's why you put a lot of extra skill points in handguns, because those work really well, especially when there's a truck of Nazis heading right at you. And I'm the only one, I think, last week that actually hid behind something before I took my shot.
Technically, the game does say they're neo-Nazis, but it doesn't matter if it says Nazi, it's Nazi. It's all the same. Tomato, tomato, you kill them both. Oh,
they're
right.
they're retro neo-Nazis. Damn it.
Oh, okay. So, what we're going to do today, we did not go over advancement last time. We kind of ended like right at our time, so I figured we would sort of do a post-game advancement thing. There is if you didn't finish the mission like midway advancement system, we're not using that. We're just going to do end of each session. I will, however, keep that in mind, and we'll assign some extra bonus points for you guys for missing the middle one, just because I think it kind of streamlines us to have some, everything at the end of each session for the format that we're doing here on the show. The main book here, it was on page 410 of the main book.
That is not a small number. That is a big number.
I mean, that's all relative. I mean, if you're talking about, like pages in a book, that's not a small number. If you're talking about like inches between the earth and the sun, that's a tiny number.
Yeah, but how often are you talking about that in that particular frame of measurement?
More often than I would think.
Yeah, if it's more than once, then me too.
For me, it's because some of the like pseudoscience, science denier people like to say if the Earth was like 6 inches off
Oh,
of its
that
orbit,
fucking-
we would all
yeah.
die, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
you know
I've
what
stepped on a
6
step stool and
inches
lived.
Um, Steve, is that in the New Hope book or the base book?
This is in the base book.
We have to get to the New Hope. It's currently the blown up
big
Hope.
ass table of how did you guys do. We linked in chat. Somebody did the little square of the what your like play style thing is.
Oh, crap.
Right.
Oops,
Yeah.
I forgot to do
that.
You do not need it for tonight. Basically, you should figure out like what your primary and secondary play style is, and the way it works is if we don't finish the session, you're supposed to get points based off of your secondary play style, and if you finish it, you get when you finish, you get off of your primary. But this has like a group, and then it has the 4 like play styles in here. We all get points based off the group, unless you do something that's like really exceptional. Then you go off of your play style. Odds are we're just going to go off the group each time. It is on a scale from basically group did not succeed, but you tried, and group's mission was legendary. That's the scale. You guys, you're right in the middle on this one, I think, because it gives like a little like little splash text for each one, and
It was pretty status. We felt status. We did it, but it was pretty status.
We
and
did
also
all the things.
and also
it
our
just-
bar blew up.
the
Wow.
bar did blow up. Well, technically, it's not your bar. It was Marianne's bar, but it's the one you went to. I mean, it was
It's what I work
basically-
out of.
I basically
I-
live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our success was unremarkable.
I feel like group accomplished most of mission goals, showing strong cooperative skills.
Yeah, we were sharing the
We were taking
The
turns punching the
extinguishers?
fire.
Yeah, that's actually the one I was looking at. So, like I said, it starts with group did not succeed in mission, but tried valiantly. Group barely
Violently.
accomplished mission.
Tried violently.
Well, you guys
Let's
do
go.
everything violently. Group worked together well, accomplishing most of the mission goals with everyone taking part in the adventure. Which I would say if you ever score lower than that, you did something really bad. Group accomplished most of the mission goals, showing strong cooperative. Group accomplished most of the mission goals extremely well with a few stellar moments. Group's mission was a strong success, accomplishing all the mission goals set forth with several stellar moments in the adventure. Group's mission was a resounding success, accomplished all the mission goals set forth. Also, several side goals of the session. Group also showed strong cooperative and teamwork. Violence is objective. This is, yeah. Group's mission was legendary, accomplishing all the mission goals. Also, all the side goals. All show exceptional cooperation and teamwork. So that's
So
kind
we're never getting
that. Yeah, it's like that's hey, did you go get the milk? Yes, I did, and I also cured 12 forms of cancer.
But I invented 13 in the way.
That's well, you had to cure 12 because the first cure cost the other 11.
Right. Yeah. I'm at a cure deficit right now. I'm working on.
So yeah, I would say accomplished most of the goals. Technically, you accomplished all the mission goals, but barely.
I feel like we did some
I-
stellar moments.
You did have some stellar moments. I'm thinking the 50 points is the one we're going for. So improvement points is 50. What I will also let you guys know is you were told you were going to get $500 from Marianne for doing your mission. Because you saved everyone at the bar, because you were there as well, you actually get 1,000
Is that
We even saved her
each?
husband before we freed her.
each.
Wow. Okay. All right. Hey,
Money.
that's pretty cool. I like
So-
that.
What we get now is 50 improvement points. You can bank them, or you can spend them. Basically, you go off of whatever your skill is. You kind of look it up. You have role ranks. You have all your different stuff. You see how many points it costs, and then you can do an upgrade. Point wise, I don't think you guys are going to have a lot. Level 1 and
50
2
is,
skill you can increase. That's about it.
Yeah, 50 does not give you much. Sounds like a nice number. They could take a 0 off everything and it would change nothing.
So the most you can get is 80. So the most you can get is 80. Yeah, Jason just sent it in there. So basically, it's going to take a while to really get some skill ups. But remember, there was one in the middle we didn't do. So on that one, you would also get basically score off of your like secondary play style. But I think you guys would have got 40 on that one if we had done it. So
Okay.
you guys actually currently have 90 points.
90.
So you can put that under the notes tab, is where the place is to put that.
So we're at 90, you said?
90, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear there's an actual spot to put this on our character sheet.
Yes, it is on
Oh,
Yeah,
it
notes.
is on the
it's
notes
in-
tab. Okay.
It's on
Yeah.
notes, and it's right under your character name. And then your money is under main.
It's just a note that says Fafero Roro. I don't remember writing that.
And you said it was 1,000 credits each.
Yes, one.
Eddies, come on, guys. If we're getting paid in regular dollars, we're getting fucking scammed.
So what happened after you guys had you had the bar collapse, you fought off some neo-Nazis that were trying to take advantage of the situation.
Incidental Nazis.
With Marion, you kind of went back to the hospital with her and John got back to the hospital. He's being treated. He'll be okay. That's when she gives you your reward, and that's kind of where we'll pick up next time. But that's kind of the like nitty gritty, pointy. We have to look up tables. We need books. What we're more here for tonight is let's talk about the game. Everyone here except for Ash. Ash is a noob. Everyone here plays games. Lots
Ash
of games.
isn't a noob anymore. she is a noob, but she's
He's an
You're
experienced
not
Getting better
noob,
every day.
yeah, she's an experienced noob. There we go.
Ash,
which might
Ash
actually mean
is
she's worse of a
actually-
noob because she knows.
Yeah,
how
I was
to
gonna
beat
say
better.
that. Beater.
Ash has actually been through 3 full campaigns in 3 different systems. So, being the newbiest of
She
our
made
group,
it out of Alien, I didn't. So
yeah, being the newbiest of our group is having been through 3 full campaigns, start to stop, in 3 different systems.
In 3 years,
So, our newbiest players,
4 years.
We've all got some experience with some games. I've DM'd a ridiculous number of systems now. At Crazy Squirrel, I did the indie table where basically every 3 weeks I switched which system I was at. I would do a system for 3 weeks, switch systems, system for 3 weeks, switch systems, and I did that for quite a while. Fidget, look at the camera. You're dumb. You're dumb. Look at her ugly face. Look at that ugly face. So I've got pretty good experience GMing systems. I actually haven't got to play in very many, but I do have a lot of GMing experience. We are. But we kind of goes is to see what everyone's sort of opinion is as far as what they think of the system, the horrible, god awful VTT that we all love. All that stuff.
It's getting
Does anybody
better.
have? Does anybody have any like thing that really jumps out in their mind? You're
You're muted.
gonna unmute yourself.
Okay. I love that is level where I can hit it with. Oh shit.
Don't hit it with shit.
No, I took it out of the. Okay. After our first session and revamping my character, I really had a good time. Like, really had a good time. It is very hard to find skills on the character sheet. I think we'll get better at it. But I really had a good time the last couple of sessions after changing my character. So I'm
The thing is,
excited.
it's easy to find them once you know the category they're in because it's alphabetical, but by category,
Yeah.
which is good for how many skills there are. But yeah, when you're not sure what the categorization of something is, because sometimes it's not what you think it is, then you're just looking through a list that doesn't even have what you're looking for.
So speaking of things being alphabetical, So, like I mentioned, I really like the Stinky Dragon podcast, and I'm listening to their third campaign right now. And in this last session, keep in mind they're on the third campaign. One of them was looking for a skill. Where is it? Where is it? They're alphabetical. They're alphabetical. It's played 3 campaigns and is just now finding out that skills are alphabetical.
I wish there was a way on the character sheet on the VTT where you could just make it alphabetical. Like,
Yeah, no
screw-
categories.
Yeah, no categories. Just give it to me alphabetical because then I could find it easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little frustrating.
There's
it
a
could
lot
be-
of them.
Could be, yeah.
That is, yeah. So that was something that Dungeons and Dragons did for a while. They kept splitting up their skills. 3.5 was known for that, having so many damn skills. I like when systems kind of pare it down and combine like skills. Sometimes it's nice to have that nitty gritty, like, oh, look, I have 5 versions of this. But it's acrobatics is a great skill. I don't need tumbling somersaults, handstands. I don't need a skill for every one of those. Just give me an acrobatics.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
That is a small issue in Cyberpunk. Is there are a lot of very similar sounding skills.
yeah, it's kind of a weird mix where, like, normally I'd agree with, like, yeah, you don't need, a bunch of synonyms, but at the same time, like, the last session we ended up just brawling over and over and over, and so it's like it feels like
because there isn't a strength check.
Because there's no strength.
Yeah.
There's
so
no
it feels
strength
like
stat.
so it feels like there's these areas where there should be more iteration, and then there's these areas where there's just a lot of iteration that I'm sure some GMs appreciate because this. I mean, I can only imagine the nitty gritty that you can get into in Cyberpunk. But
So just as an example for people who haven't played the system before, here's some really very specific skills that could probably be trimmed down, but they are there for people who want flavor. So obviously you have athletics, but you have contortionist. You have bureaucracy and accounting as skills that
Those
you can
are
have.
Not the same, though.
composition, criminology, cryptography, like very cool. Why are
And
like
then you have all these and wilderness survival.
Can you pop
and-
a character sheet up on the screen, babe? Or no?
Yes, I can. I can.
yeah, athletics, contortionist, dance. It's like, yeah, it's like,
Resist
give you
torture / drugs.
yeah, specifically. So yeah, which is
There's
different.
just so many
than,
very specific skills. Like if you know in advance the campaign, oh, that's good to take. But if you don't, it's like, I don't have that many skills to spread around. Do I really want something that will only be useful in that very specific situation?
right.
Fidget, my beard is clean, I promise.
Personal grooming is a stat that you have. Like,
I mean, Fidget was grooming Steve right now, so,
Yes.
conversation, which is different than persuasion and interrogation.
education.
And private.
Gambling is under education. That one I find very interesting.
Yeah, so I've got the skills.
I didn't
up
realize
here,
the
you know,
category that was under. Also, I like the idea that you can have a skill in gambling.
Yeah. Which, and again,
Yeah.
knowing Cyberpunk, knowing the kind of stories that are told through this, even just playing through 2077, I could see where all of these skills come into play for characters. It's just when you're learning the system, it's too much. And
Yeah.
and like I said, again, maybe as I play it more, I'll get more into it, and I'll really start to see where these are used. But first glance, first impression is too many skills in one place. Skills missing in other places. Like, not a good.
If I was designing a system like this, I would take all the core skills you think of in a general, any kind of tabletop RPG, have those be their own set of skill points, and then give players like a bunch of freebies for these super specific things. So they're not competing with, you're not competing with contortionists versus handguns. One of these is always going to be useful in this game. The other one is a very, very specific
Listen,
thing.
I put 10 points into contortionist, and it's going to come up. It's going to save the game.
We're going to shove you into an air vent, and you're going to get all the way through it.
Yeah, I'm going to fit this small, and you're going to be sitting there with your guns. You're like, I can't squeeze my guns through. They're too big. Too bad.
We got to sneak you inside a suitcase.
Yeah, it's going to be like the guy, the contortionist, the gymnast from Ocean's 11 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Well, I love that tracking is under perception. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
about right.
that makes sense.
Lip reading is under concentration. I don't know. There are a lot of. I don't know. I really did enjoy the last couple sessions. I think that once we get into the meat of it,
Yeah.
I think it'll start to click.
So
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to use more of these skills.
if you look at like Dragonbane, the previous campaign we just did,
Yeah.
on the character sheet there is some blank skills. They're just blank. They fill them in. You put in whatever you want. I like systems that do that. Like, oh, do you have a super hyper specific skill that you want? Yeah, you can learn it. You can put some points in it. If you don't have to. You know, I like systems to have a core skill, like a secondary skill, and then anything further breakdown than that is more flavor than anything else.
Yeah.
And I like it there. I like to be able to add in, because yeah, again, like acrobatics. Maybe I want to specifically be a tumbler. Maybe I want to have some bonus if I'm specifically using that subset of skills. Cool, give me that ability, but don't make it a baked-in stat that everybody has to contend with.
Yeah, I'd say that's.
Although, on the bright side in this system, most skill checks, your actual stats matter more than your skill points in that specific skill. Because it's very easy to have between 6 and 8 in any given stat. You're unlikely to have 6 or 7 points in most skills. One moment. Phone
Yeah,
going off
it was
right
interesting.
Mike's
Speaking
phone
of,
is ringing. That never happens.
As Mike, that's bizarre.
He gets a lot of phone
but
calls these days.
when you're bringing up Dragonbane as well, that kind of was the like Megan, I had a really fun time with our retry. But the one thing, like I said, I already brought up was that we just kept using the brawling over and over because there just wasn't a good stand-in or
And
something to
that's
big
what the book
variety
has
with
to
it.
use. It's like, oh, there's no strength
Right.
in crawling.
Right, which is I guess kind of corollary to the point of like it's interesting and I could see the benefit, but at the same time maybe there are too many stats.
That we
of-
have 5 billion skills and we use brawling.
Well, I was going to say, same in Dragonbane, where we had a bunch of skills and we just bushcraft almost the entire game. And it was just like, okay, well, if you're going to use the one skill over and over, and this is like from a designer point, like that's where you should iterate. And I'm sure, like I said, as we get more skilled, we'll have better ideas and be more creative with, oh, I can probably use this skill in this situation. But yeah, it's interesting that
I
a bunch of
think
games seem to keep
bushcraft-
falling into this, like,
Yeah, I think bushcraft stood out so much in Dragonbane because none of you had that skill, and it is
also
one
that.
you
That's
use.
true. That,
It's like,
yeah.
oh yeah, you're setting up a tent. That's bushcraft. You're finding your path. That's bushcraft. And since none of you guys had the skill, it was a big hurdle for you.
That's a good point.
Definitely.
I will counter with it's not that fucking hard to set up a tent.
But it is.
This is not like a modern tent.
know,
This
I know.
is, an oldie timey tent.
Well,
And
it's
if you've ever
also-
set one up, they're a bitch and a half.
It's also in a bad area. I mean, there's creatures
whole-
that'll
the
kill
whole-
you. You know?
The whole
There's
valley
blood
was a
rain.
bad area.
I
The
know,
whole-
I'm just
There wasn't a
The whole
good
idea
area.
It's
when you made your bushcraft roll to set up your camp, it was a combination of finding a site that's
Right.
safe, setting up your camp properly, getting everything secured. It combined all of that into one roll, which I love that it combined all of that into one roll.
So can I put Ash super on the spot right now
Yes.
and hope she doesn't kill me? As the one who was most maybe iffy on playing because you are a newer player and you were kind of like, I don't know about the setting, I don't know about all the things. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm more comfortable now. It was just I didn't
Yeah.
know what we were doing at first. Like, it's like
None
okay,
of
we're in a
us
bar
did.
somewhere. I don't hang out in bars, and it's just the weaponry and the just everything is completely different than the medieval-esque stuff we usually.
Or
would
even
put in-
Alien, yeah.
Yeah, or Alien, or I mean, even that one I wasn't really it was a little different, but I'm more comfortable with it now. I don't have any like
Getting the
God.
groove.
Yeah, and I just
Yeah.
I didn't want to play this one exactly because it was just like, well, other people really wanted to play it. I
Right.
wanted to give everyone who wanted to play it a chance first, and it's like, okay, there's no one else. Okay.
Now I'm making you play.
I mean, no, I would have done it anyway. I just, it was
Yeah.
like, I wanted to make sure everyone who wanted to play could play first.
Yes. No, I was just curious, and I kind of wanted to
No.
put you on the spot for
Oh,
a
that's
minute
fine.
because I know I know that was one of the I want to make sure people play, and I don't know about the system, and
The more it was
So-
like I was watching those videos you were sending, I'm like, what? What?
yeah.
all the
I felt
little
the
things.
As I will say, as somebody who has played a lot of indie RPGs and other systems other than D&D, I also had the same kind of reaction that Ash did of, oh, and I've played Cyberpunk once previous to this, and I still had the same reaction Ash did. Kind of like, I really want to play, I love the setting, but
I've never played
not
anything
sure.
Cyberpunk, I don't think. I just, it's
yeah.
it was just, I didn't know what I was getting into, period, so it's just like, I don't know. I didn't play,
Yeah.
was it Cyberpunk 77? I haven't played that.
I
haven't
I
haven't
did
played
not
that
either. Yeah.
But I felt like if I had played it, maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, I know how this works.
Hey, if it's your type of
Yeah.
game, I highly recommend it. Probably one of my top 5.
I mean, I keep trying to, like, maybe this one, but then I just don't.
Hey, at least we have family share with, so we can just play Mike and Steve's games, and we don't have to buy them.
hmm Don't get all
That
those
is the thing.
achievements though. Well, you get the achievements, but not the.
Always business.
Mike doing business at 6:30 on a Wednesday. Poor Mike.
I mean, yesterday I was out till like 7:30.
Yeah, that's like a long day.
When I say I wasn't home much yesterday, I was not home much yesterday, and that's really weird for me.
I
That's
got a lot of calls.
unless you're here.
The
That's
first
very
thing in
bizarre.
the morning, I got a call at 8:30, 8:45, 8:50, and 9, and those were 4 different people.
Okay.
A lot of things all decided to happen at the exact same time.
Oh no, 4 phone calls.
Mike doesn't do phone.
4 calls in 20 minutes is kind of big.
Considering I think you go like 30 days without phone calls.
Yeah, I don't use the phone.
I keep telling bosses that. They keep saying, yes, you do. Call this fucking customer.
Just make it an email.
I mean, my work truck has built-in like Bluetooth and everything, and I have a button on my steering wheel that answers the phone, and it actually works pretty damn well. Which my boss knows that I use and calls me all the time. So he called me today. He's like, "Hey, they're coming out to put the radios in the new trucks. Where are they installed on your truck? Can you send me a picture of where they're installed on your truck?" What?
I also want to say that last week I think I called Steve more in 1 week than I have in the past 15 years of him driving.
When I was driving OTR, I hated having to read a message. I wanted people to call me, and I had a headset, the Blue Parrot headset. It was great. When I moved back to local, I couldn't do the phone. I wanted people to message me because I couldn't do the phone. Now, I'm back to where I can kind of do either, except I keep doing long runs where if you send me a message, my phone sits there and blinks at me for an hour until I can check it. So I'd rather, if it's something that like you could do in the call, just call me real quick. I push the button
But
on
you're
the
not
steering
going to
wheel
look
and
at your
answer it.
phone while you're driving?
Yeah, it's
Please don't do that.
61,500 pound truck. It's cool. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, up in the
I
mountains.
mean, you're not going to get in trouble.
You'll
You're
be
not gonna
fine.
get injured.
Yeah. But right now, because I'm working like El Portal, I don't want a phone call or a message if I'm on that job because it won't pop up for me until, an hour later when I come back out of that stupid canyon. And then my phone screams at me for, 10 minutes while it's like, oh, look, these are all these things you missed.
Yeah, no, we had to put the truck in our personal truck in the shop, and so we were calling about that. I think I
Oh,
called
yeah.
you like 4 times in a day or something, 5 times. Because our mechanic kept calling us back and being like, oh, the price is actually lower than that. And I'm like, yes.
Yes, charge me less money, please.
It's weird backwards situation there. Mechanics on
Our
lower prices.
shop's
What the
really
fuck?
good. Well, and they made a clerical error and they charged us for like 4 coils instead of 1. And
Wait, that card, that chance card in Monopolies actually happens sometimes? Clerical error in your favor actually happens? Wow.
I will say I've been going to this mechanic for 22 years, and they can tell me I need $2,200 of work on my car, and I will say do it without any input from Steve. So that'll tell you how good they are. That
They
I
learn to
don't
trust.
need. Yes, very much so.
yeah, so
They
yeah,
don't
my
want an
personal-
earful from you if they lie to you.
Yeah, my personal car is a '09 Toyota Tacoma. It belonged to my mother. I crashed it, and then she crashed it. Then it was given to my brother-in-law, who beat the crap out of it. Then it was given to me. Well, I traded my dad gave me a little, what was it, a Ford Focus,
Yeah.
and I traded that for it because his brother needed a car. And I'm like, oh, cool, and I need a truck. Let's just switch. And since then, it's been doing good, except for 2 now major issues that it's randomly had. So hopefully it does good for a while now. Yay!
But we're spoiled, and your parents gave us vehicles,
Yes,
so we are
And my
very, very
grandpa.
lucky. And your grandpa.
because I have 2 pickups because I need 2.
I do occasionally
Yeah.
need a truck.
I would say my favorite part of Cyberpunk was you guys getting your car fixed, for sure.
Yes, that was a great part of Cyberpunk.
Do we get to keep
Yeah.
that
That actually
truck?
happened-
See, I don't know how we
Not
got
truck.
to this section because I just came back from a phone call and I missed about 5 minutes.
That happened
Suddenly
a
it's
block
trucks.
over from you guys. That's actually why the bar exploded. Is the truck was sparking and the exhaust caught the illegal distillery in the back on fire.
I say, actually, speaking of the bar exploding, I would like to share this excerpt from my friend Gimrix, who is watching the stream. Hey, who swears it wasn't him. That was not prompted.
Ooh.
There was nothing
That
that
sounds-
prior.
That sounds like something a guilty party would say.
Yeah,
Definitely
and also
was.
he's also well known for one of the first time I played D&D with that group. He blew up a bar. He very violently blew up a bar. So just he's got a history, motive apparently. I don't know, man. Just so.
I can honestly say none of my D&D characters have ever blown up a bar, although one did burn down an orphanage.
I
Might
just
be
remember
worse.
when we stealth checked so well, we were able to board up the house that the orcs were in. Unfortunately, we did burn the family with the orcs, but we rolled nat 20s like over and over and over. So like, okay, you barricaded the door from the outside and they have no idea.
Yeah.
And then we lit it on
What is
fire and they
Forlorn,
couldn't
yes.
escape.
So what Mike is talking about is Butterskull Ranch. It's from the Essentials kit. I ran that. I have no idea how many times I've ran that. So many, probably close to triple digits, if not into triple digits, the number of times I have ran the Essentials kit. I ran it every week for 2 years?
3,
Ma-
2, and then
three,
I ran
three.
it for another
Yeah.
year.
And I ran, and that was minimum. I ran it extra times too. Butterskull Ranch, I have had people burn that down with the guy inside of it so many damn times. So many damn times that guy has boiled alive in his own butter.
So going back to Cyberpunk,
Yes.
I'm very, very excited to see where we go from here. I'm excited to get I don't know, more into the nitty gritty and actually use our skills and stuff, our solo and our net runner and all that.
Netrunner is going to be the really big one that we're going to have like a pretty good hurdle when we use because it's got a lot of extra stuff. But it's me and Mike. We can fumble our way through just about anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch another set of videos on that, and it makes sense. I might have to tweak what I picked when I did the character creation because I had no idea what I was picking.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, having 2 of the same thing is actually something you want to do with net running. Okay, I wasn't sure why it offered me the same option twice.
So we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I would say I am not the GM, but as a GM, I would say if we need to tweak character sheets, we will probably be okay too.
As a GM, I don't want tweaks to just be a free open anytime, anything, but there's also that, hey, here's a really bad choice that I didn't understand that's going to negatively impact the game. Cool, let's get rid of that. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Or
Fix some of the
if your
learning
character-
mistakes.
Yeah, if you're just really not liking your character, you really made a bad character, and it's just really taking your enjoyment away, let's fix that.
If you accidentally made a bard,
If you accidentally made a bard, look, this is Night City. It's very easy. Your bard walks out the door, gets shot in the back of the head by some random neo-Nazi, and then your new character walks in, hey, did you see that bard just eat shit outside?
You know, guys, this is why you play with your best friends and your husband. That way you can, take all the shit that they want to dish out. I will find a way to get you back. I was being nice and figuring
Turns
out
out
how to make
her
this
cop
shit.
friend was the crooked cop all along.
I mean,
We haven't established that.
Listen. All we established was that she was very popular with those people in the bar.
no, I'm excited not to play a bard. I definitely did not mean to do that, but we were trying to figure out character stuff, and that was what I ended up with. So
You didn't do much in the last game. It was, I mean, you did a lot, and you did nothing. You're like, I tried to stab him and I missed.
The Dragonbane Bard class is odd.
yeah, the Dragonbane bard class was definitely weird.
Well, they were busted, but they were boring to play, clearly.
They were
Yeah,
so
so-
boring.
Dragonbane benefits and suffers from the fact that there isn't actually classes. You just have your starting profession, which only really affects your starting stuff. After that, you build whatever the hell you want. I think it assumes you're going to take that class and then build other things onto it. But we weren't running that long of a campaign.
Which I'm a little curious. I'm gonna put Steve on the spot. Do we have a guesstimate? I know you've kind of read through the book of what you think it might take. A guesstimate.
So let's open the book real quick and take a peek.
I mean,
I like to
I'm
put-
guessing 2 more sessions before we just die.
We'll take a look. It's in a book. Reading.
We're gonna
Reading
do our first
Rainbow.
netrunning session. I'm gonna activate turrets and it's gonna kill us all by mistake.
I estimated 10 to 20 sessions originally. Having ran through the first one and seeing the length of some of these, I think that's still probably accurate, but there are a couple that have a much bigger range of what they could be. This system uses story beats, which I talked a little bit about. Does everybody understand what story beats are? This thing?
I get the idea of the flow chart.
Yeah.
So, for players who didn't speak up or audience members, what this is it kind of is a flow chart for how the actual chapter should go. This isn't something unique to Cyberpunk. This is the story beat system. It's in a few things. I'm actually writing a book myself, and I'm probably going to put this in mine. It basically tells you so let's one hook, development, cliffhanger, development, cliffhanger with options. Which way do we go? Oh, look, we can go back and forth between these. We can go. So it kind of connects things up in a way that you can follow as a GM. Because players never do what you think they're going to do. They're going to bounce around and do weird stuff. And it kind of goes through on that.
We learned that in our first attempt at this game.
We did
Things
everything
go the way
that
the
was expected.
players expected it to go.
We did everything that was expected of us. You just had poor imagination.
I love Blank showing up later on in the book. Okay.
I mean, he's
Here's a
not
story
dead.
beat.
Oh,
Yeah, he could have
Here's
been, but he's not.
Here's a
Yeah,
story beat for a later quest.
Blink isn't
As you
dead.
notice here, there's a lot of things going on this. These aren't all connected because there's multiple beats going at the same time. There's a lot of extra stuff. It will not surprise me if this chapter takes us 3 or 4 sessions. Because, there's a lot of stuff going on all at the same time.
Living, breathing world.
Yeah. And I do, when I GM a set book like this, I like to futz with it a little bit. I like to change some things. I like to switch up which NPC is which. I like to, if my players do something weird, we'll write it into the story. I have added entire factions to books like this. I have omitted factions to books like this. I have changed locations. I have changed the names. I've changed roles. I've changed which hidden character is actually going to be the villain. Whatever makes sense for the group, we can make it work.
What do you mean we've been helping the bad guys the whole time?
Wait, we're the bad guys?
We were never the bad guys. We just
We're in a world with Nazis. We can't be the bad guys.
I cannot
True.
believe so. They're referencing Dragonbane. In that book, the first person you meet is basically like number one bitch for the bad guy. It's their like clerk, and she has you doing all the bad guy stuff. And my players, most of which are right here, rolled so poorly and made no extra checks, and just like, oh, random woman in town wants to help us. This is our new best friend. And never made a check to verify that. So they were working for the bad guy the entire campaign.
Excuse me, we saved a small child from a spider. Okay? I'm just
Did you
saying,
know?
that can't be
He's dead
them
inside.
sending us out to be evil.
That kid is dead inside.
I just want to say that it's everyone else's fault because Murzog was too busy keeping himself alive and not having his entrails
I
fall
was
out.
trying
you
to
were
steal
doing
stuff.
very poorly at that.
I was busy stealing
I did
things.
great at that. He never died. I always put the guts back, and they always ended up in the same-ish spot, so it was fun.
I was too busy doing the one bard thing that the bard could do.
I mean, you had other bard stuff you can do. I think if I was going to make the bard character in that system, I would definitely have to do some weird things with my stats to build into something else, because it just there's not a lot there. As far as Cyberpunk goes, though, we got a whole bunch of stuff. What's everybody looking forward to? What are we thinking of the story so far? Since as the GM, I didn't write that, so.
Well, the bar we're supposed to save has been blown up. So far, we have failed.
I don't think we had any control
didn't-
over that
we
particular
didn't,
story
but-
beat.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, so
Technically,
we
we
didn't
were
fail.
supposed to be saving this bar, and it is
No,
now
we're-
a pile of rubble.
And we were doomed to fail.
Yeah.
We were not supposed to. We didn't know.
Plot armor.
Technically, you were supposed to stop the bad brain dance chips, and you did stop the bad brain dance.
And that was the
chips. You
first
come-
quest.
And here's the thing: so
By
technically,
telling on them.
the idea was we don't
We
want bad
stopped
brain
them
dance
and without
chips in
getting
the
seen.
bar. There is no bar, therefore there could be no bad brain dance chips in the bar. So
We succeeded
really,
twice. We did
But
get
where
paid
am I
twice.
going to work?
That's right.
I-
We doubled our pay. We did it twice.
So I'm interested to see where we end up and what we end up doing next, because we saved the bar owner, we saved her husband, and her employees, 2 employees.
you saved like 5 employees, yeah.
Okay, we saved a bunch of employees. So I'm curious if, like, where we're gonna go from here. If she's gonna rebuild. If, yeah.
Who has
Yeah,
masonry skills?
You saved that guy.
Is that Pondsmith?
Yeah.
That's just Morpheus with a different hairdo.
Yes,
Exactly.
Pondsmith. Yeah, that's what he. That's how he. That's how Mike dresses. Right? No, I'm definitely excited to see because, like I said before, I'm a decently big fan of this particular Cyberpunk IP. I know it's a whole spectrum of content that I have read things about, but not read them directly, as is often the case. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, but as has kind of been echoed around here, I think getting a little more into some of these skills, getting a little bit more into the vibe. I know I kind of want to, I kind of feel like I'm just going to wander, like load up 2077 and wander around Night City just to feel cyberpunky.
Just get the vibe
kinda
going.
Get the vibe going, get the mindset going. You know, I have the PDF rulebook, so I've got it's even open to a page where it's got slang on it. Just little things like that to help kind of feel the flavor of the game, and I think that's gonna kind of be a two-way street. I'll get more into it, and it'll be more fun for everyone else too.
So, like Nicholas points out, we have 45 watching. It's actually 47 now. Thank you guys. Welcome to our first chapter wrap up. If you watch the last 2 episodes, you can get the actual chapter play. This is our wrap up. We're not going to do one of these for every chapter. For this week, it was just kind of because we had such a rough start. I thought having something like this after the first one would be kind of a nice way to make sure that we don't have any other extra loose ends or anything like that.
Plus our
as far
schedule
as
changing.
next, yeah, we're going to discuss schedule change after this too. The next chapter is called Real Estate Rumble.
I feel deeply involved in this chapter already.
It sounds like a Mario Party minigame.
Mike's all screw real estate.
I have been doing that is what has been consuming my last week, so I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's rumble the real
Dude,
estate.
Dude, just be like me and don't have enough money to ever have real estate.
No,
Duh.
Mike's past that point. He has real estate.
Yeah, I know, but he can lose it all. It's okay.
No, okay.
I'm just
transition
playing
to
Monopoly
losing-
in real life, okay?
Yeah,
He
transition
is.
to
I'm
losing
trying
entire
to get
fucking base
the
is
4
not
houses
good
on the
real
street so I can build my hotel.
Let me know if you need
Your
a bellhop.
hotel, or is this our mini little like compound
Can we make
for
the
when the world
compound?
ends?
The neighbor did have a nice name for what is currently being created up here.
My favorite part about your property is those really high fences with the barbed wire. Yeah.
Honestly, we do need some fences.
And some goats. You guys could get a few goats and a donkey, and then never have to worry about weed eating.
No, we just have to worry about goat crap everywhere.
You don't go outside.
We don't. We really
True.
don't.
And get some ducks and
So what's
chickens.
the-
They'll
The other
eat that
problem is
stuff.
Hell
with
yeah.
goats,
So
again,
the-
goats require fences.
Yes, fences are necessary. And like Megan said, where you're at, if you run goats, you must also either have a donkey or a llama. It's required.
Or a chicken coop, that also qualifies. As long as there's one rooster who goes off at noon.
The reason you get either a donkey or a llama is both of those animals are oddly territorial and will kick the living shit out of predators. So when coyotes and mountain lions come in for your goats, they eat donkey hooves.
What about
or
bobcats?
they get stomped in with a llama feet. So
They'll take care of those too.
yeah.
But I like the bobcats.
There's been some large cat in the hills above my apartment this last like week that every night has just been screaming, and it sounds like the stereotypical, not quite a woman screaming, but kind of like just,
Danger
every
kitty.
fucking night. It's terrible. I hate it.
All right. So
Anyway.
we figured out our points.
So Night City.
We figured out our points. We talked about a little bit of what we liked, what we disliked, what we're looking forward to kind of get going forward. We looked at some story beats for some future quests to realize that we've got a few that are going to be extra. The next one, I haven't really read through the whole thing yet. I've read the whole book once, but I read it as a GM's first go through, where I kind of read like the main bold, like the main sections of, but not the rundown of each. So just like you always see that first paragraph. This is what's happening here. I read that, but not all of the breakdown behind that for like the mechanics of it. I tend, my GMing style, I tend not to try to over plan, because that's how you end up with shit going absolutely sideways and all of your planning being for nothing. So I tend to only have enough information to not get myself trapped. Well, having
Nothing
enough
ever goes
information to not.
sideways. Come on.
Yeah,
Everything always goes sideways.
always. So yeah, next session we'll be running Real Estate Rumble. We're starting it anyways. So our thing we need to figure out right now is, as we have found out from the last couple weeks, my job really likes to throw me on ass bad work on Wednesday, which puts me getting home right as this should be starting, which means there is no way for me to get all of my stuff turned on and prepped and going and get my mind in a, proper mode for running a game and not being like completely burned out from spending 12 hours in a truck driving up a canyon. So how does everybody feel about switching the Wednesday and Sunday streams so that this is Sunday at 6 and our Wednesday becomes our just hang out chill day?
not this weekend, but starting next week, that works perfectly for me. This weekend's got some stuff going on.
I like the idea of having a more stable day because, as far as I know, you've pretty much never had to work on a Sunday. You Saturdays sometimes, but Sundays are almost always
in
clear.
the almost 11 years I've worked for the company, I've worked 2 Sundays.
So I thought
Much more stable day.
And the nice thing is that leaves your Saturday open so you can still visit your family. And obviously Sunday, that is a day before you work, but that happens on Wednesdays anyways. So it doesn't really change anything on that front.
It also means I don't have to bust my ass getting home because I'm off at 4, and sometimes it takes an hour and a half.
You know, me and Ash are always available any day of the week, pretty much. And sounds like that is by far the best day for you and Megan.
Jason, how are you?
I'm all good with it.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay. So then I say we make it official. After this week, so we'll have a random hangout this Sunday, and then after this, we will flip-flop them. And Wednesday will be our open up Discord and chat and hang out and talk about games and whatever. And Sunday will be our TTRPG day. I will try to make sure we have some sort of like game that Megan and I can be playing that we can have up in the corner or something. We usually go over to the other table to do our Sunday sundries. I think we might start doing them right here at where we're at right now at our main computers, because then we could have something like Monster Hunter Stories going. We could have something like Megan just picked up Generations Ultimate because it is on, I don't know if it's still on, but it was on ridiculous sale. I think it's still on. If it's still on sale, guys, if you've never played Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate and you have a Nintendo Switch, you should buy it. It's like $5 for the game, and it is the Monster Hunter game that has by far the most content of any Monster Hunter game.
Yeah, it dwarfs everything. It is older than all the stuff that's come out in the last decade, but
it's very old, and it does feel old. It does definitely feel old. There is no quality of life. You will struggle for everything, but it's an enjoyable struggle. It has, oh God, what even is the? Let's hear.
Enjoyable.
you're probably looking at 1,000 hours of playtime if you're a completionist, if not more.
I know I have way more than that, because I had over 1,000 hours when I transferred from Generations to Generations Ultimate. 2, 3, 4, 5.
On the note of changing, I updated our availability for Scott's game to take off Sunday, so we don't have any overlap. We've been invited to do a few random indie RPGs with Jax's husband Scott, and so we played a really cool game a couple weeks ago, and there's another one he wanted to play, so I just take that off.
GU has 93 large monsters.
That's a lot.
That is more than the entire roster of Wilds and Worlds combined. I think that's more than Worlds and or Iceborne and Sunbreak combined.
And those are unique ones, because don't some of them have like multiple difficulty levels for the same monster?
Yes. So there is, and again, that doesn't count the small monsters, and even those have quite a bit. So you'll have things like any of the deviants, which there are quite a few deviants. Oh, this doesn't even include the deviants.
I was gonna say that actually sounded like a low number.
There's Hellblade Gladness. So the deviants are in there. Each of them have 10 different levels. So there's 10 different levels of the deviants, which they are immensely fun. That's a whole extra thing that's only ever been in that game. So if you, again, cover your ears for spoilers, up until Monster Hunter Stories 3, deviants have only ever been in Generations Ultimate. So we're finally getting them in a different game. So it's a complete different thing that just has not appeared anywhere else.
So the next game we're playing with Scott's group is The Questing Beast, a game of fantastic tales, and it's anthropomorphic animals. I'm also using Scott picks a lot of very interesting indie RPGs, and I love the things that he runs, and I'm hoping to find a few games that I will be able to run to give Steve a break?
The last one we did was in this world. It was amazing. I actually grabbed the PDF for it and am looking to run that with some other people. Just as like a kind of a little one-off. So that was really fun. That was a GM-less cooperative world building game. Let's see. It is roughly break time. Let's take a quick break. We have 66 viewers right now. Guys, thank you so much. We're going to take a 5-minute break. 5. When we get back, we will continue our random discussion about I think we're just going to be talking about some games and systems and things like that. And kind of how we were going to relate it into Cyberpunk. But for right now, I have to click it because I didn't change my Stream Deck over this time. Where's my break? All right, going to break. Back in 5 minutes, guys. All right, guys,
CB
we are
button is-
back from break, and I was gonna say we didn't lose very many people during break, but we actually gained 12. So, welcome people who joined this during our break. I'm sorry, I meant 14. Welcome 14 people who have just popped in during our break and didn't just immediately leave while we had our boring, soundless break screen up.
My
At
favorite
some
part of
point,
the
I will
stream
fix
was when
that.
nothing happened.
I like the part where it was just them not on the screen. It was just the countdown timer. That was the entertaining part.
It was more exciting than these people.
That was the highlight of the whole thing. Also,
so yes,
all our
no-
fans talk like this.
For our new 14 friends that joined us, we are doing a wrap up of our first chapter of Cyberpunk Red Hope Reborn. Please go back and watch our last 2 videos. Give us some comments. Let us know what you think. The one before that doesn't exist. That was a horrible nightmare we all had.
And you
Collective.
were there. And you were there.
Yeah, it was weird. So we had a really rough start on the first one. We redid, just completely just hit the reset button and did our first session again. We did our first 2. We got through the first chapter, and this is our kind of between chapters summary. We're not planning on doing one of these for every chapter, but I mean, we might end up. It just depends. But we're not planning on doing one of these for every chapter. This is just because we had such a rough start. I thought a chit chat to make sure everyone's on the same page and that we're all doing good is a good thing. Oh my God, we just got 2 more people. Jeez, guys, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Yeah, I really do think that now that we're past the hiccup of the first the shall not be named session and and our redo sessions, I think that we'll be good. I think we're getting in the groove. Yeah.
We just
Plus
will never
killing-
talk about the parking lot session ever again.
Yeah, but killing Nazis is always good, guys.
Yes, it is.
No, we support that here.
Yeah, I'm definitely still sad we lost Czar. I would have loved him to continue on, but if it wasn't going to fit, it wasn't going to fit. I would have, as much as I hate to have him out of the game, I would have also hated to have him continue in on a game he wasn't enjoying, playing a character he wasn't enjoying. So for now, we've got a black spot on the screen. We might get a guest player for a session or 2.
I need to see if Jax wants to jump in because
Jax
she
would be
was
a fun,
very
that'd be
interested.
a really fun guest player. The store we talk about, Meg and I having GM'd at and go to all the time, and a huge portion of our community is kind of linked through. Jax is the owner of that store. She's amazingly fun to play games with. I have had the pleasure of playing a game at a table that she has GM'd multiple times. I think the last time we were raccoons.
Yes, we were raccoons. And then there was the Fallout one.
We definitely need a guest player because we need to have an actual red shirt, and because it's Cyberpunk, they don't make it. And then the next time, someone who looks very differently but has a different cybernetic implant where they were impaled on their previous life appears, and eventually they're just an android.
Yeah, she was real stoked when she found out that we weren't actually meeting in person and that she could potentially jump in online and she was real excited. So we're supposed to go get petties at the end of this month, I think, and I'll see if we can get her in. Yes, I go get petties.
So
I've always
chat,
wanted to.
Chat, all crazy 88 of you, because we don't have a Kill Bill reference. We have the crazy 88.
It's my favorite train.
What would you like to see moving forward? What interests chat?
Also, chat, join us on Discord if
Yes.
you want. We have random gaming sessions, video games. We talk pets, 3D printing, food, weird food that one of our other friends has who's in Germany.
Germany.
Yep.
His food's weird, but it's interesting. Yeah, so definitely come join the fun.
It reminds me of the meme video that pops up on like Instagram, YouTube every once in a while. And it's the gal's making like a sandwich and she's smashed together. Name one country that's got better food than England, and it goes to the Animaniacs naming all the countries.
Country that invades everyone for their spices but uses none of them.
Yeah, they invaded all the spices. They got all these spices, and they're like, "Yeah, no, we don't like that. We don't like that.
Because that's money. You don't eat money.
What adds colors? Everything's just gray."
I mean, that is the English way.
But yeah, Chad, if you want to shout out things you'd like to see, things that you think would improve the channel, improve the games, anything like that, feel free to shout them out. We got our Discord link. You can drop in there. Like Megan said, we do some games. I try to remember to drop into voice chat whenever I'm just sitting at home playing a game. I was getting really good at remembering to do that, but this last week I have just been burned out. And
I don't know that you've been playing games this last week, really.
so yeah, so we did. We played Jackbox with Kel and everybody, and I was so burned out I couldn't play Jackbox. And then I was so burned out I tried to I tried to play Satisfactory while I was doing that. And afterwards while I was just listening, and I connected a belt the wrong direction 6 times in a row. I'm like, yep, this is not happening.
He literally looks stoned. His
I was
poor little
very
eyes.
tired. I was so very tired. I have since I was about 9, I've had really bad clinical insomnia. In the last year and a half, 2 years, I've actually been doing pretty good with it. But I still randomly have just horrible days. So I had 2 horrible days in a row where I also did my last 12-hour drive-through Canadian shift at work. So I was kind of just dead.
We
The cats are very mad. The cats are very mad. What I should have done is I should have streamed Monster Hunter and done GU, where I have a really in-game character and be like, yeah, we're gonna go fight gold and silver Rathian at the same time in the arena. We have so the Bagel Brigade, the Monster Hunter group that I'm in, that we play nonstop, that we have tens of thousands of hours of playtime. Our fastest triple cart quest fail ever came in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Would you like to guess how long we made it into the quest?
8 seconds.
22. Not bad. That was close.
Okay, yeah.
If it hadn't been for load time and actual the monster has to come out of the ground, it was very fast.
Yeah, I figured you would have factored that out.
Yeah, it was very fast, and I must say, I am not one of the ones that carted. The other 3 carted. I didn't cart because I was 5 feet farther down, so the beam hadn't got to me yet.
I didn't have time to die.
I didn't have time to die.
What's that? Isn't that fucking? Wasn't that a line from Warhammer 40K? I'm far too busy to die. Or something.
40K's got some great lines.
I might try this weekend. I don't know what else we got really going on, but I might try to play Stories 3 demo and jump in chat. So we'll see.
I've been watching on YouTube Chromunist. So communist, but take the com and replace it with crow. She is usually a Soulsborne player, does some streaming on that. She finally has tried Monster Hunter for the first time about a year ago with Wilds, and getting an actual avid gamer of harder games, getting their actual first opinions on Monster Hunter is amazing. And then she's been playing the demo, and I've been loving the demo. Watching her go through it. She was in the water, and Plezieth is a very well-known monster. It's just a fish with legs that just kicks the living shit out of you. It does hip checks nonstop. Its main attack is hip check. So she's in the water and it's chasing her, and she's getting away. She's like, take that fish. Screw you. I'm on land now. You can't get me. You don't have legs. And it's like, yeah, he does. Yeah, he has legs. He has lots of legs. They're very long. So, it's been interesting getting like new new opinion, like new outlooks on things. Let's see. Amongst everyone here, the only other person who has a lot of Monster Hunter experience would be Megan, Mike, and Ash. Jason, have you played any Monster Hunter?
I have never played any Monster Hunter.
You've
Oh,
not
that's
hunted the
horrible.
monsters.
We got to fix that. So amongst my Monster Hunter players, what monster do you want to see in Stories 3?
I just love Nargacuga. My favorite.
I like Nergigante.
Oh, Pookie.
I can confirm Pookie is in it.
Yay. So cute.
I know the name that eludes me. The puff bat is in it.
Palumu.
Paluma.
Puff
That's
bat.
Puff Pat.
And I only remember their nicknames now. It's been too long since I really played World, but World had a lot of my favorites. Flash Raptor.
ZZ Yaku.
ZZ, yeah.
Yeah.
I could rant about ZZ for so long because I like ZZ so much more than Kulu, but nobody liked him, and they haven't put him in any game since. But Kulu's been in them. They keep
I like
reusing Kulu, but not ZZ.
I only like Kulu because he had the Final Fantasy quest. That's the only reason I like Kulu.
So
Just taking that giant crystal and just getting bigger and bigger.
I have not seen anything for Nargacuga being in it, but Nargacuga was in the first two. And Ash, I will let you know there's also a green Nargacuga that has only been in stories.
I like a black key.
So you get regular
I like the one that goes
Nargacuga,
invisible.
and you get green. That's Silverwind Nargacuga. Or I'm sorry, Lucent Nargacuga.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Silverwind's is the one. For people who don't know Monster Hunter, if you have a game about like dragons and wyverns and big lizards and you want to add a panther, Nargacuga is how you add a panther to a game that's not about mammals. Although there were a lot more mammals in the early games, but yeah, it's a wyvern, 2 legs, 2 wings, stays down on actually on all 4, uses its wings as legs. Very much just a panther with a beak and a tail that has feathers that make you bleed.
On a different note of our other favorite video game series, have we heard anything about a Far Cry 7?
Yes. So we know Far Cry 7 is in development. We also know they have a multiplayer project in development.
We like multiplayer.
Like an exclusively multiplayer one. So one that's made to be a multiplayer.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
Well, it stems from a Far Cry project, and the couple teasers we saw looked really good. So something more along the lines of I don't want to say Ark or Green Hell or that kind of open world survival. It does not look open world survival, but it has more of that feel to it, where it's definitely more of a hey, we all get together, we all as a group work on things.
are they really trying to release it in 2026? Ooh, okay, I shouldn't have Googled. I shouldn't have Googled because I Googled Far Cry 7 and now I'm super interested.
I've liked Far Cry since the original game, which Far Cry 1 had some of the jankiest, buggiest, worst AI ever, and it was still a fun game.
For its time, it wasn't that jank.
At first time, well, I also came from playing Turok, so I came from jank into jank. So I just remember I'm on the
Squared.
beach. I'm on the beach, and the the sniper that's way the hell down the beach that is 2 pixels big just headshot me with no warning.
Turnabout is fair
Should
play.
have gotten in that vaguely weed-shaped pile to your right.
Yeah, Far Cry is great. Chat, let us know if you would like to see some Far Cry play on here, because I guarantee you don't have to twist mine or Wifey's arm very hard to get us to play Far Cry. We can also play one of the newer ones that can actually be 2-player.
My only Far Cry experience, I think, was playing weird racing maps in Far Cry 2, like pre Halo Forge kind of style stuff.
So
I remember.
if you
I remember trying to
wanted
race
to jump-
ATVs to the top. Yeah.
If you wanted to jump into a Far Cry now, Far Cry 6 is really damn good. 5 is probably the best Far Cry to jump into right now. 3 is still my favorite story-wise, but it feels so old now.
5 might also be a little tough in the
It's a
climate
little
we're
close to
at.
home right now.
Or it might be
but-
even better.
Or it's was it cathartic?
Cathartic.
Cathartic, there we go. Because you get to shoot and kill, yeah, you get to do things.
It's
Some
definitely
northern Idaho cultists.
Wyoming, excuse
Wyoming,
me.
sorry.
So they are not Christian. It's specifically they're not Christian, even though what they have is definitely looks like a Protestant church, and that definitely looks like a regular crucifix, and that definitely looks like a Bible. They're not Christian. They're definitely not gun-toting Republicans, even though that's definitely how they're portrayed. But basically, you're in the middle of Hope County, Wyoming. You're in this little town, and you're arresting a cult leader who basically is like, yeah, I own this town, and shit goes very, very, very south, as is, usual Far Cry. It is also the first Far Cry that does not give you the sandbox mode when you finish. So that is kind of the one downside, is when you finish the game, it just resets you to before the quest. It doesn't give you the sandbox with the quest complete. But the only real setback on that is that means that when you play afterwards, you'll always have the last quest up on the tracker. And it has a testy festy, so I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's the testy festy.
Oh.
You have to go
It is
castrate
also
bulls.
Those are called mountain oysters.
Yes, it is also the only Far Cry that has a direct sequel.
It's actually
Very
pretty
colorful
good.
sequel.
Yes, it is. So, New Dawn is a direct sequel to Far Cry 5. So Far Cry is definitely something we might, when we start doing our Wednesday hangout after this week, what'll take the place of this stream. We might have some, Megan and I might have Far Cry up and have a screen up the corner there. I'm really looking at maybe moving the third computer over so that we can have that as a stream computer and just send some stuff to it so that we can have 2 screens up right now. We did a test where we were using VDO for that, and it just... What do you think it was? 4 frames per second?
I don't know, but we also need to get all of the producer stuff moved over to me.
We can work on doing that. We can work on getting the producer stuff moved over to you. That's definitely something we can do. Oh yeah, Jason, you can definitely sell
Yeah.
all of the weapons.
Oh, no, I'm
from
just-
the
no, I'm-
outside the bar.
Yeah, I didn't have to go over it right now. I was just making some.
So the Cyberpunk game is still the main focus of tonight. So if you do want to shout something in on that, feel free.
Do we get to keep
Pretty
the
much,
car?
we're just having kind of a game chit chat. I figured tonight would probably be a shorter session. Obviously, we don't need to do our 30-minute post game chit chat since that's basically what we're doing right
That's what
now.
we're doing.
That's
Ash,
too much room.
remember we shut out the window and had him crash.
I mean, we could flip it back over.
Yeah. Gotta get a paint job
Look,
though, at least, because
Cart-
it's got their gang logo on the door type deal.
Painting is easy.
Yeah.
Look,
There might be some
Somebody's got glow
brain
paint.
residue on the inside where we
blood
can't.
splatters and brains
Stones the
and
driver.
entrails and gore. That's just normal for Night City. I mean, it's kind of
Clean
like
that
a
off.
drama when it's like, hey, you want some? Yeah, you clean out the skeletons and you can have it. Yeah, I've bought used cars before. Here is said truck.
I mean, it looks hardy.
Yeah, I
it
want it.
probably survived just fine.
Yeah.
It's like a what was that? 60s Fordish.
Who's got the best driving skills?
Does anyone have driving skills?
I closed my character sheet, so I don't. I think
I know I have
driving
6
skills.
in it because I have no
I've got-
skills in it. It's a tech roll.
I got 2 in the skills.
Ooh, and you have 8 in tech, don't you?
No, that's actually reflex. It's under control skills. Drive land vehicle.
Yeah, drive. Yeah, I have a 6.
7.
Oh, I guess land vehicle tech is to be able to repair it. Then there's drive land vehicle. Oh, so I have an 8 in that.
Yeah, I rolled an 11. Great, I can drive it. Don't worry.
I beat you.
Nope, doesn't count. I didn't look.
And
I'm
Ashley
already
is
in driver's
both.
seat.
And I don't even drive.
If there's a game people would like to see, because we're going to try to incorporate some video game stuff into the channel, probably with our Wednesday hangout stream, just to have something going. If there's a game people would like to see, let us know. Give us a shout out. Again, join the Discord. We have 108 people in chat right now. Feel free to drop into the Discord. We have all sorts of cats and other pets and random stuff. And we do some hangouts there where we play some video games and just chit chat.
And give us a sub and a like.
Yeah, like,
Smash the
subscribe,
like
obey.
button.
Be respectful.
You have to say it.
You have to say it real loud and
Gender-
obnoxious, though.
I can't do that.
That was
Gendered.
one of my favorite parts.
Gently stroke the like button.
One of the few things I liked in Borderlands 3 was the whole like, subscribe, and obey. Like their whole like. Yeah,
I did
we're
love
these
that in Borderlands
VTubers.
3.
I did love it. I need to finish 4.
I need to actually
I
officially
have also
start
not-
for it more than just the tutorial.
Yeah.
So, once I got rolling in Borderlands 4, I really enjoyed it, but it does not feel Borderlands. It does feel good. It's a good game. I enjoy it, but it does have its own kind of unique. It just doesn't quite have the Borderlands feel to it. But it was a good game. I've enjoyed it as far as I've gotten. I think I'm about a third of the way through the game. I played the guy with the fire and like ice axes weird ability thing. Mike, you actually might like him. He does a lot of like. He spawns like a celestial weapon type, like swords and axes that fly around and do extra stuff. And it's all about kind of juggling those cooldowns.
I'm trying to remember which character I even started. I remember none of them felt like a character I wanted to play like very much.
That was actually my big thing. Is none of them really stood out for me.
I played as Rafa, just the soldier, because Vex the Siren this time. I wasn't really interested in their abilities. The Gravatar just seemed odd. Foresight could be fun. And now I see there's one DLC that is a gambler of some kind. And the next DLC is some kind of robot.
But I have robots.
Yeah,
Looks
we'll
like
have
a
to see
Star
if we
Wars
can play a little bit more. And Steve and I might also on Wednesday try to dig out a couple of our 2-player games and just play on stream while we bullshit.
Yeah, so
Because
we
we
can
have-
do some 2-player games.
We have
The
not
new
played
character is
Flamecraft
Gambit.
Duels.
No.
Oh.
His Cash is the character that I don't know if he's out yet or if he's coming really soon, but one of his action trees, his playing cards, throw magic cards. Damage and effect based off the card. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so the Discord, we also have like a 3D printing channel. We have a 3D printer. Mike and Ash have a 3D printer. We print random stuff. I've been printing dinosaurs because dinosaurs are cool.
Oh, we have a whole list of shit we gotta print.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do.
Because I
we
looked
had
at
a
those
little
models,
bit of
and
a
those
scare.
models are not something I can print.
No, yeah,
try.
we'll have to print them. But I also have
We-
stuff from Jill.
We had a little bit of a scare. I went to print a dragon and it just catastrophically failed. I'm like, what the fuck? And I finally took the printer apart to find out, and it leaked resin under the vat. There was a pinhole in the film, so the entire screen just had a film of resin over it, and I had to clean that off with a razor blade. So I've done my first test print after putting a new film on and cleaning it all up, and it was like, oh God, please, 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 please. If this doesn't print, this is like $1,000 to replace because they don't make the screen for this one anymore. And it printed just fine. It actually
Yay.
looks really good. It's a Pentaceratops. This guy.
Works all there.
There's dinosaurs. Look, I mean, come on, guys. This is a dinosaur. It's
I can't
still
wait to find out what
dripping.
my sister leaves for you guys in that house.
I gotta.
She said dinosaurs. That's all I know.
Wait, what?
She said she was going to do something dinosaur related after she moves out. So when you
Look,
move
I
in,
mean,
there's
you can- Oh,
surprises
no.
hidden around the place.
You can see by my shirt that I hate dinosaurs.
Okay, now I'm a little freaked out.
It won't be as creepy as the Furby.
Okay, that's good.
Jill's
For those in the audience, I don't know, and Jason, I think Kel remembers, one of our really good friends who was in our Alien game, just randomly left a Furby in our medicine cabinet. Just
I think she got Michelle
And
with
it-
that too.
yes, and it
Mhm.
took me like a month and a half to find
So-
it.
I found it the next day, and I thought it was hysterical. So I just closed the medicine cabinet and shut my mouth. Said nothing about it. Said nothing
I don't
about
get
it.
in that medicine cabinet.
That's what made it better. You took you forever. You had no reason to suspect Jill at all.
Well, she didn't do it.
And yeah, and if you wanna imagine Jill, just think of Vermin from season 2 of Twisted Metal.
Jill's a delight.
Literally did moves that I have seen Jill do, and then I couldn't unsee it. Like jumped up on the table with a sandwich, eating it like this, and I was like, I've seen Jill do that.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
no,
true. I have
as soon
seen
as
her
that
perch and
character,
eat more than once.
as soon as that character came on, I was like, that's Jill. That's Jill right there. Oh God, she's obsessed with
I
bugs
still need
and
to watch
mushrooms.
Twisted Metal.
Watch it.
So
we just finished
good.
Fallout, so we've got an
So-
open schedule.
I need to watch Fallout. I haven't watched Fallout.
Twisted
Yeah,
Metal.
Despite being a Fallout fan, I still haven't. Well, I've watched
the-
some of the first season.
The Twisted Metal TV show. You do not have to know anything about the games to enjoy it.
There's not a lot to know.
There's not a
I
lot
guess
to know
so.
about the games. There's cars and they shoot each other and explode and die. Congratulations, you know Twisted Metal. It's a really good series. It's kind of dumb, but it's kind of dumb in that sort of like campy, fun, like it's not trying to be serious. It's trying to be dumb, and they get that vibe very well.
So not like the new Anaconda movie.
I haven't seen that one.
All I know is I saw a couple minutes of it. And it's like this is a remake of a bad movie, and they made it worse.
I might have put it on the server because I need
Yeah.
to see the car crash.
I don't know. I didn't know who added to the server. I was surprised it was on there.
Guilty. It was me because I want to see how horrible it is. Because I liked the original Anaconda movie, as stupid as it was. I liked it. I also liked
the original
Arachnophobia.
wasn't so bad, but I think there were 2 sequels, and they were awful.
I mean, when dumb movies start getting like cash grab sequels, it's like, wow, why?
Go down real quick.
Like Sharknado.
Yeah, that one I don't quite understand.
I'm starting to fade out a little bit, so I'm going to call it here tonight. It's
Yeah,
lovely chatting with
All right,
everyone.
sweetie.
Seeing
Crash out,
everyone at
Kel.
home.
Have a good night.
we'll catch you next
Hopefully
session.
catch you next week for the Wednesday free
Have a
play
good
stream.
birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, happy birthday
Yes,
tomorrow.
birthday!
Chat, say happy birthday to Kel. Join the Discord and say happy birthday to him there too.
He'll still be the
Commiserate
youngest
about
of us, so it's all good.
No, that's Aiden.
In this
meant, like-
stream. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yay.
Thanks, dude.
All right.
He really does have everything. Good night, everyone.
Right.
Wait, there's
So the
6
things I hate most
Sharknado
about
movies.
Kel.
No. Is that it? I thought there was more.
The last
Oh,
one's
you
literally
love
called The Last Sharknado. It's about time.
So, like, Trimmers did the whole like 9 million sequels things, and they just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. But they just leaned into the it's a bad movie, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharknado, everyone I've seen has really seemed to be like, oh, let's see if we can redeem. No, you can't. You can't. Don't even try. Just don't. And then when they finally got into the we're dumb, they went too dumb.
The fourth one is called The Fourth Awakens.
I mean, the Shinor book series I read does have one that's like the Kif Strike Back, and it's definitely very like a Star Warsy looking cover. And the author submitted that as a joke because they rejected the first title, and was really surprised when the publisher like accepted that one.
The last Sharknado has dinosaurs.
Ooh, dinosaurs.
It's about time because they put time travel in it.
So I mean, technically, most movies do in fact have dinosaurs, just only avian dinosaurs. I've been called out on that a few times.
I have fallen down this rabbit hole now.
I was on Dapper's art stream on Top Hats Off with Dapper and Chesh, and I mentioned we were talking about dimorphism, sexual dimorphism, and I mentioned about theropods, not really having a lot of known dimorphism, which I immediately got called out on, and rightly so, got called out on by Dapper, like, yeah, that would be birds, and they have a ridiculous amount of sexual dimorphism. Like, yes, but the bones don't. We hit all our points. We know what we're doing. We know what we did. We know the things. We know the stuff.
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
We haven't talked about Cyberpunk in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we have in passing random pop shots, but
Yeah.
this will be our last week on this schedule. So next week, Wednesday, will be our hangout, video games, board games, whatever, chit chat, starting next week. I will try to up the overlay game and make that stream look better than it currently does, because currently it looks like a drunk toddler made it, and I don't like that. Which, I mean, I did make it, and I am pretty much...
You are a drunk toddler?
I was drunk at the time, so I mean... So we'll work on that. We'll work on getting that fixed. We need to work on getting the production aspect of this game moved over to Megan. I don't know if I want to move the entire production aspect or if I just want to tie her into it so that she can also control the buttons. I believe I can network through the Stream Deck so that she can have Stream Deck buttons for my Stream Deck and do some of the transitions and stuff. What else do I need to do? I need to, well, again, my Stream Deck's not on the right thing. I can switch into these full cam ones where everybody gets a full cam video. What unfortunately I can't do right now is, because I'm in full cam, you guys can see me, you can see my ugly ass face. You can see here's the Pentaceratops again. The sculptor's great. It has a butthole because that's important on sculpts. What you cannot do right now, however, is hear any other players. They are all muted right now because I'm in my thing, but they can hear me and I can hear them. So until we go back into this screen, all of my players were muted. So we need to figure out a way to do the highlight where I go into the full zoom like that doesn't mute my players.
Are you out of the Zoom so they can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Also, if you have complaints about Steve and I's sound, we know. You guys just have to deal with it for a few more months. That's our only solution right now.
By January or February,
That's okay. Couple more months, and you won't have to hear the weird echo or
We have to
hear
get
me
you those
and
boards for you.
So what's
Yeah.
going on with that, guys? To give a run, because I know we've kind of alluded to it and we've blamed Elgato Wave for it. We're both using Wave Neo. It is a really good microphone. I really like this microphone. They look nice. They look nice on stream. The sound quality's good. They run through the Elgato Wave software. You can use them without the software, but you can also use the software. The software gives you some extra abilities. One of them is things like noise filtering, gain boosting, equalizer. So I have a bunch of that running right now. So I'm fixing some of my audio. I'm cleaning up the noise. I'm running a compressor so that I don't peak. I'm running a de-esser so that all of my hard sounds get pulled out of it. That's all in there. Megan, however, her Elgato Wave software hates fucking life and refuses to work. So she can't have any of that turned on. So if she isn't muted, she's only 6 feet to my right. Okay, we have a sound wall between us.
I don't even know if it's 6 feet, babe.
It's probably more like 4.5, 5. So if she doesn't mute, I pick up on her microphone and you hear an echo. If she talks loud enough, she picks up on mine. So I mean that's always going to be a thing, but it shouldn't be as bad as it is. I built a sound wall. Look at that. Look at that. There's a sound wall. You guys can see there's Megan. There she is over there. There she is.
There's a large gap in that wall.
Well, keep in mind I sit way back here, so the wall is direct. I can't see Megan. So we've got.
And we can't hear him
So
anymore.
Yeah, we can't hear you now. Oh, wait.
No, I should still be here.
There you go.
Yay. Okay. So the sound wall is directly between us, and it cut down about half the echo. So really good. It's just sticky sound panels on a board, and they are not staying stuck very well. One of them is currently stuck to the floor because it fell off. So I do need to peel them all off, hit it with some Super 77, which is the best spray glue ever, guys. Buy some Super 77, and stick them back on like more permanently. It works great. I do like it. I love my sound panel. It's on some tripods. I can move it around. It was, oh God, what did I spend on this? Like $5 for the board and like $10 for the panels.
The panels were more than that, but that's because we have double what we got. So the sound panels were like 25 for 20 or something like that.
Yeah, the panels were not expensive. The whole thing was maybe $25, $30 for me to build, and it would have been like a couple hundred to buy the same thing. I wanted to put it on a foam board, but the foam was so expensive, I just couldn't merit it. If I was going to build a bunch of them, I would definitely use some extruded polystyrene foam as the core because it would make it even better. But it works. The problem is, even with that, I still echo on Megan's. And it's because Elgato Wave just hates life.
Oh, I was going to say it's because you're a loud ass fucker, but you know.
I mean, that's also true. That is also very true. So we'll work on the sound. We'll work on getting that fixed. Version 3.0 of Elgato Wave is out. I haven't messed with it much, but it added some more functionality. It added in the ability to use something other than an Elgato microphone, which is cool because now on the other computer where we don't have Elgato microphones, I installed Wave and hopefully can get those getting some extra stuff too. So yeah, so this Sunday, video-wise, I have no idea. We'll do something or we'll skip or I don't know. We'll try to have at least something up on Sunday, even if it's just me playing like Farmer Was Replaced or something.
Technically, we still have a knitting circle video that we never edited. Me. But we're married, so my problems are your problems, and my problems are your problems.
Yeah, so we might release that if we can get motivated to edit it. Otherwise, like I said, I'll do Stories 3 demo, or we'll do Farmer Was Replaced. I've been playing a lot of that. Mike can laugh at my really bad coding.
I can do that.
Actually,
here's what we'll do. You can do that, and then at the same time, I'll load up Claude code on the other screen and just have an AI write your code for you.
You'll like this, Mike. I was having problems getting the cactus sort to work, so I looked up somebody else's code and I copy pasted their code, and then I read through their code and fixed they're like, make sure you do this or it will fail here, or make sure you do this or it will fail here. And I read through their code and I debugged their code and I fixed every single one of their problems in like seconds. I'm like, cool, your code was like perfect. You just suck. Like it does. So like I was having farmer was replaced. You're on a little square farm, and it's a drone flying above it, and you use actual like Python code to script what it does, and you build your own clicker. But it does Pac-Man logic. If you leave the square to the right, you come back in from the left. If you leave it from the top, come back from the bottom, and vice versa. Well, they were having it go across, up a row, across, zigzag all the way across. Cool, I like it. That's efficient. They weren't counting for, like, what if it's an odd or even number of rows? Or what if you call a different function in the middle? And so it wasn't like keeping track of where it was supposed. It was assuming it was where it was supposed to be, and not that something had gone wrong. So it didn't have like a backup to make sure, like, oh hey, error check, is something wrong? So I added in one error check line, and suddenly all their issues disappeared. It was screwing up on the top line. Well, it was because it wasn't checking to make sure it wasn't on the top line. As soon as you added in that check to make sure you're not on the top line, it stopped failing. So I fixed all their code. But now I've also made it to where I can scale it freely and place it where I want, which means I've broke it now. So I have to unbreak the code I fixed.
Yep.
Coding is fun, guys.
I mean, let me see. Do I have a line count here?
Yeah, half of and Mike can verify this. Half of coding is figuring out why the hell something doesn't work. The other half is figuring out why the thing you did to fix it fixed it.
It's going through. Oh, I don't know. I think it was about 5,000 lines to find one missing semicolon at one time.
Mm-hmm. Well, when Mike started coding and when I started coding, which Mike more so than me, because I didn't get into coding until a little bit later, we used to code without like an actual like coding software and debugger. So if you had an error, the software didn't tell you where or what the error was. You just had to know
you
that
didn't have built-in syntax checking back then.
Oh, I did all mine with straight out to, like Notepad type deal,
So,
yeah.
Just because we're talking about coding, so my current project has just hit 26,000 lines of code, and that's not counting blank lines or comments. 124 files, and does not include test files that are only there to make sure logic didn't change and I didn't update something.
Mm-hmm.
Mike,
and that's just the code. Then there's CSS and HTML and JavaScript, which is actually bigger than the code that runs everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You remember our shitty C++ teacher in college?
Oh yeah, the one who said you can't have an if without an else.
The one who gave me a 0 on my final because I had an if without an else, and I had to get the dean involved. So when Mike and I were in that this coding class, we had like the worst teacher. She taught out of the book, and she just assumed that whatever the book said was absolute gospel truth. So I had a header file that I used whenever I was working on my projects that gave me a bunch of extra debug information. And as soon as I went to turn my projects in, I would include a different header file that had all of the same functions, but they were empty. So she would get so mad at me because when I'm working on my projects, I have all this like extra debug information and extra stuff going on, and like it's showing me my variables and showing me, and then I would send it to her the final, and it would just be a plain window with that gone. And she got so mad at me. Really? You're teaching this and you can't do this? Or what about that point where she taught us pointers but not linked listing?
Yeah.
Hey,
she didn't really. The course never actually taught everyone there the purpose of a pointer.
Yeah.
It taught you what they are, how to use them. It never taught you why on earth you would use this terrible feature until you realize what it can actually do.
So for people who don't know pointing in C++, a pointer is a variable that just tells you where another variable is. That thing that if you're coding, you would think, oh, I made the variable. I know where it is. It has one main purpose. I've seen a few other weird case uses for it.
There's actually a lot more in advanced coding,
but there's one main. This is the thing that 99.9% of the times, if you're using a pointer, it's to make a linked list. When you're coding, you can't make a list that's like dynamic that you can kind of like adjust as you go. A list is whatever.
Back then you couldn't. Now you can.
Back then you couldn't. So when you made a list, you had to know how long the list was. Even if it was a variable that defined it, you had to define how long. Well, a linked list was a way to get around that. That was the only main use of a pointer. So she taught us pointers, but not what you actually use them for. It was great. That's also the class where Mike and I sat in the very back. We were in the very, very back row. And the guy in front of us was talking about the Final Fantasy movie and how great it was going to be. And it wasn't out yet, but it was coming out in a few weeks. And while he was doing that, Mike and I had that movie playing on the laptop in front of us. I'm like, dude, do you want to watch it? Just come back one row. There's no assigned seating. Just come back one row. It's up right here. No, it comes out in like 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, dude, it came out last month in Japan. We literally have it right here. It's playing right now.
Those were the days. We had so much extra time.
Oh my God, we had so much extra time. I made so much money selling pizza that year.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Yeah.
it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
We're
about
just filling
wrap
time. That's the point of this. You
yeah,
have to be
it's
consistent in your start and ending times.
True.
we're trying to get. We want to get at least to our 8 o'clock. We won't do our extra 30 minutes at the end of this, but we will get at least to our 8 o'clock. We have 117 viewers right now. Thank you guys. You're amazing. Please join us for future streams. Like, subscribe, share. We would appreciate it if you did that share thing. Have I mentioned share? Join the
Honestly,
Discord.
I mean, they're doing that
subscribe.
clearly.
Subscribe
Yeah.
is super helpful, guys.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that. We're looking to bring some more content. We're looking to do some things, but right now it's kind of hard to do because the real world is kicking the living shit out of us. But our usual, what the point I was getting into before I said share a few times. Did I mention share? Our usual stream for the game is Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But we go live at 5:30 and we go off at 8:30. The extra 30 minutes at the start and stop is just our bullshit talk, get the chitty chat out of the way so that we don't chitty chat during the game time.
Fails every time.
If you thought we go off script and out of the game too much in our normal streams, just imagine how much worse it would be without that 30 minutes beforehand.
Oh God, yes. How many times have I had to slap the table and be like, Kel, Jill, sideboard. So usually that's what we look at. We are, after this week, we're going to move this to Sunday for this game. So if you want to see actually Cyberpunk play, first off, go back and watch our last two Cyberpunk videos. I do apologize that the thumbnail is the same for both. I should probably fix that. It's also the same thumbnail for this one too, because
You also had the word discussion at the end of our last stream, I think, even though it was the actual gameplay.
Yeah, I'll fix it at some point. Maybe I won't.
What he means is I'm gonna go fix it.
I try to remember to fix it as I go, but I really like as soon as we're done, I should put the next stream up on schedule, and I just don't. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I'll sit and I'll pre-schedule a bunch of our streams. But yeah, so we're going to be moving this to Sunday. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So this Sunday will be whatever the hell we fill in with the now vacant stream. Probably either Knitting Circle or we'll play a video game and chit chat with you guys. And then Wednesday will be our official new time. So this slot, this 6 to 8, will be our weekly chit chat, play a game, discuss anything new in the world of board gaming, any of that kind of stuff. At some point, we got to get 2 more players over here because we've got a whole bunch of games to test out. I really want to play Not Enough Kobolds. I really want to play that game. So
Well, if I leave
work
now,
on
I
it.
might be there for Sunday.
If you're driving, you could make it if you drive like I do.
I said
And
might.
that means you drive 14 hours a day.
And I gotta find the spot where they're not watching, so like when I cross the border, you know.
You don't want to come in here.
Yeah,
No.
you're safely you're on the safe side of the border right now. I'd recommend you stay there. Well, I mean, I hope it's the safe side. I really hope it's the safe side.
We didn't have a very good day at last two, so.
Yeah. So yeah, we're moving some things around. We'll be doing chit chatty Sunday this Sunday or game or I don't know. We'll figure something out. And then yeah, moving forward, we'll have a Wednesday hangout. We'll have a Sunday game stream. And then basically every day of the week, the Discord is open for chit-chatting and sharing pets and sharing memes and sharing pictures of your food, 3D print. Again, the Pentaceratops has a butthole. Discord's there. I try to remember to drop into Discord when I am playing a game and stream it, although my computer really, for some reason, fucking hates streaming games and just gives you guys a black screen half the time, which I've randomly fixed for one stream and then it breaks the next time. So eventually I'll figure it out. I'll get it eventually. But we're always up doing something. So join us there. Anybody else have anything they want to add?
We do have something going on Sunday early afternoon this week, and we have something going on Saturday. Okay, so we should be good. We should be all good because we do have something this weekend, but it'll be early.
I'm sure the first few weeks on the new schedule will have some issues, but
yeah, because we have a pre-planned
yeah, we got the thing. We'll figure it out. Definitely drop in the Discord, and tomorrow make sure you wish Kelmac a happy birthday. Definitely do that.
He is the bestest boy.
He is the bestest boy. That is currently offline. Can I just say, I really like my, hey, look, he's offline, and it shows him warning connection offline, net security error. I didn't have to click anything. I didn't have to do anything. It just did it all on its little lonesome. That is
very cool.
Amazing. One of my plans when I made the overlays, I was going to have the game up big, and then all of us were going to be small at the bottom, and our window was going to get bigger when we talked. Then I realized that this module in this VTT has very little to look at. It very much assumes you're doing theater of the mind. There's no like maps or anything to share or anything like that. So I realized that's not going to work because let me go over our gameplay. Wow, look how entertaining that it says Cyberpunk Red. Woo.
You could get a map of the city, couldn't you?
There's a couple maps I can pull up, but they're a pain to pull up in this. Yeah, I can you guys can see what I'm doing. And again, when I'm doing these, I never really care about oh no, I might share a look at these maps. What if I share a map that my players aren't supposed to see? I don't care. I'll give you guys meta information just for fun. Hey, look, here's Night City. Look at that, guys, Night City.
I'm not even in it, so I can't see anything.
Look at that, Night City.
So what's weird is, at least before we did the reset, we were able to pull up the module stuff too on our end. So I was able to share the picture of blank in the first session.
And we
None of
can't
that
now.
information exists after we updated.
You're not supposed to have access to that, is why, and I don't know why it. I don't know
so the
why
problem is it also deleted I don't think I have the item list anymore.
Yeah, well,
I think a lot of stuff is gone.
I will have to figure out why. So there's permissions on files, and the original load just did not give you guys permissions on them, but give you access to them anyways. And now it's got the permissions right, but there's a lot of files that I think you guys should have permissions to that you don't. Because one of the things I liked in Dragonbane was because I'm running the VTT and I'm running OBS, and I'm trying to monitor chat, and I do the clicky make everything pop up so we can see Kel sent us a heart a while back. I'm doing all of that at the same time. So I can't really be bothered to try to find the picture of Remy, the random kid, being eaten by a spider. It was really nice that Mike could just search and get information he wasn't supposed to have and pull it up for me. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, and post it in chat so everyone can see, hey, here's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Because also in Dragon Age, we had the issue where the maps, only one page of the map was ever
my
working on the scene, so we
God,
couldn't see the next section.
I don't know what they did for the VTT on that, for that module.
It was so good for most things, but that was the one thing that really hampered it, was we couldn't get the maps to reveal over time. They were just, here's the page.
My favorite thing was when the book is like, don't tell the players there's going to be spiders here. And then on the map, there's a big fucking spider.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Did you assume the players weren't going to look at the map? Because I have had players look at a map, find some little ass weird, like, hey, look, there's a scratch in this wall. I bet I can get through this with a bomb. Like,
Aiden.
yeah, players, like, what was we did the one game where Gimpy was with us, John was with us, and I had like a whole bunch of like physical stuff out on the table, and I said, and I had to like be like, yeah, these shelves are just representations. What's the pink? I want to know what the pink potion on the shelf is. Like, there is no pink. I see it right there. No, these are just for representation. Listen to my descriptions.
I remember that. Yeah, I do miss, and I will say not every GM can do this with their players. Steve knows that none of us are going to metagame and that we're not going to share a bunch of shit that we shouldn't.
He's been nice to us, but I actually, it's like, I'll walk into the death trap that I know is there as a person and not
So
as a
will
player.
I, yeah.
My thing isn't that I know you guys aren't going to metagame. I know you guys are going to fucking anti-metagame. You guys are going to go, oh, I know this information, but I shouldn't. So how would my character actually have reacted to this?
The tower is really bad. Don't go to the tower. Hey guys, let's go to the tower. There's something about that tower. I remember. Let's go to the death tower.
Megan,
Yeah,
have you heard Tom Cardy's perception check video?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would have to see it. My brain doesn't work like that. I don't know who the fuck that is, so.
I will pull it up on YouTube right now.
It's highly possible it's something that maybe Jax has had me watch, or you have had me watch. I don't know. But, yeah. I went to bed the last couple of nights at like 7 o'clock, so. I don't know why
which
I was.
makes it even worse.
I know. I was
watch
real
how I
tired.
link this into chat. Hey guys, the video I just mentioned, if Megan has watched or not, it is now in the general channel of our Discord. So join Discord so you can see what I'm just tormenting my wife with.
One of the things.
That was a long video. Not right now.
The reason I brought this video up is because this very much reminds me of some of my players.
It's a minute and a half. It's not long.
Well, I mean, I can't watch it. Like, I thought it'd be like a
Oh,
short
yeah.
clip.
No, you're gonna have to watch it afterwards. And after that, find his Jurassic Park video because it's also really good.
And on that note, I'm going to
that
bed.
note, it is actually 8 o'clock. Typically, guys, this is where we would say thank you for joining. Mute, Megan. Mute. Echo. This is where we would typically say thank you for watching 4 Cozy Cats Games. We're going to transition now into our after show, but this has basically been an after show for the last like hour.
Cozy Cats After Dark.
Cozy Cats after. Hey, I have a regular and an after dark.
No.
Guide.
No.
So yeah, so we thank you all for watching. We topped out right here at 122 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, guys. We just lost somebody, so I hate you, whoever just dropped.
I need you to sign off.
Oh, okay. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. We look forward to having you next time. Like I said, this will not this Sunday, but starting next Sunday, this game stream will be moved to Sundays. 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with an extra 30 minutes at the start and end for chitter chatter. Please join us, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, do the notifications, join the Discord, watch our old videos.
Enjoy Megan being muted.
Yeah, if they're horrible, just right click and mute your tab. Don't mute it in YouTube because then it doesn't count us as getting a watch. mute your tab or turn your speakers off or whatever and just let it play through. Give us some watches. We really appreciate that. And we will catch you guys next time. Bye, all.
Bye.
I love Ash's really quiet.